Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And sorry that we're late. We went to start the stream and my headphones took a giant poopy and I had to restart my computer. I'm pretty sure I lost an audio file or 5.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch. Let's get down to it. Oh, by the way, I was going to tell you, Mike, you could get it right now. I think it was like $13.59. It's like 75% off because of the Black Friday sales. That Terminator Resistance game, which is the same company that made RoboCop, the one I just started playing. I had the game, but I never really played it. But then I got the optimized version for the Xbox Series X. Holy shit, dude. It's fucking fun.
Is this new or is this an old game?
No, it's old, but it was optimized for the Xbox Series S, X, and PlayStation 5. But dude, it's really good. It's fucking awesome. And like when you're going, because you're playing a member of the Resistance and you're going against the T-800s. It's like it takes place a few years after the 1997 nuclear holocaust. And so you're one of the survivors, and you like can hear like you meet up with John Connor and some of the other people, and you're like just a soldier. And when you're going against like the T-800, it's scary, dude, because you got to sneak around, and they play that music from Terminator 1 when he's hunting them. It's pretty badass.
I'm just gonna have to have a day. I'm just gonna have to take a day off, and I'm just gonna download both those fucking games, and I'm gonna play them, because going back and forth between the RoboCop game and the Terminator game just sounds like how I kind of want to spend my Thanksgiving day tomorrow.
It's badass. Well, the cool thing is that on Terminator Resistance they actually added a mode. It's called Infiltrator mode. You can play as a Terminator, infiltrating the Resistance.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I haven't played it yet, but like the screenshot shows like you're in search mode. It's like just like the movies.
That makes me really hard to deal with in the mornings.
Yeah, it's a sexual game, that's for sure.
Pants.
There's nothing more that gets my rocks off like a metal beast like that.
No matter how old I get, my dick is like a T1000. It just keeps working, you know. Or no, what's the older models? What's
T800
ones? Yeah, woke up today hard. It was great. I love the feeling.
Liquid metal.
It's an amazing way to start the stream. We're definitely demonetized. Not that we're not always demonetized, anyways. I missed you guys. I feel like we haven't streamed since what? It's been a week at least, right?
Has it? I thought we streamed
about a week. I'm around there.
I don't know.
I don't know. Thanksgiving's tomorrow. I'm gonna fucking eat Jay's dick. It's a lot of protein in that.
Huge salami in your mouth. By the way, this is pretty exciting. Guess what happened? They cast Ralph Macchio and fucking Jackie Chan as Mr. Han in an upcoming new Karate Kid movie that's set to release sometime next year. That's the only news that I heard so far, is that those two are definitely in it. So that not the next Karate Kid, the remake Karate Kid or whatever it was called with Jaden Smith actually did count as canon. But that's pretty cool to see Ralph Macchio alongside the only good part of that movie, which was Mr. Han in Jackie Chan. That's going to be really interesting. The rest of the Cobra Kai cast hasn't been announced for the movie yet, but I'm sure it's going to happen. I'm sure William Zabeka or one of the other guys are going to show up or something. I mean, I wouldn't imagine there wouldn't be some kind of crossover on the small screen with the big screen.
Are you slightly concerned though that they're Star Warsing it at this point? That they're really just like Disneyfying, like overdoing it? Like we're getting too much Karate Kid.
Never enough Karate Kid.
Never surrender. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Jackie Chan and Macchio working together is exciting though. But then we still have a whole season to go through of
one more. Right? That's the last one. I feel like what's going to happen?
One more time.
Season 6 may end on a cliffhanger, and then they might tie it up in the movie form. I don't know.
That would be. Well, I bet you what happens. I guarantee you what happens at the end of the fucking show. Jackie Chan walks out and he's like, "I thought you'd be looking for me."
Yeah, the only one, because the only one they haven't really tapped yet is Hilary Swank and Mr. Han to come in.
Yeah, I bet that's what they do. I worry it's getting a little oversaturated, and who knows how it's going to translate. We get so used to watching Cobra Kai, and now you're taking away Johnny, because I'm guessing he's not going to be in the movie.
Well, they don't know yet. I mean, I'm sure, because the guys that wrote Cobra Kai aren't involved in the movie at all. And the guy that's directing, I've never heard of him. I don't know. He has a movie. It's like Go Fuck Your Face or something. It's something weird.
Awesome.
Seriously, that's really it's something weird like that. But the guys that actually wrote Cobra Kai and worked on that show and has been continuously working on that show and basically is responsible for the resurrection is not involved, which kind of sucks. But there's no way that the writers from the new Karate Kid movie couldn't look back and say, man, Cobra Kai was such a mega success. The TV show was mega. We got to bring in some of that juice that they've already given us. So,
and that's the thing too. Like, I feel like the show's already going away from Johnny too much. Like, I think we both the last season were like, "Fuck, I needed more Johnny," and Johnny's a little bit different too. So it's like you missed that. I wonder if him not being in it all would.
I 100% think that William Zabeka will be in it if he wants it. I think he'll be in it in some way or another.
That's got to be weird at this point in his career too, to be like, I mean, you know, like if he was like in the beginning of his career, he'd probably be like, "Oh, I want to go do other stuff. I don't want to get typecast." But at this point in his career, it's probably like, I'll take all the Karate Kid shit I can get. I'm not being disparaging. I'm saying that's.
I think he's like
nothing wrong with that.
I think he loves it. I think him, and I think even Ralph Macchio. Like, I mean, those guys are just happy to have a job and work.
Yeah, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, fuck it. Yeah, it's awesome.
I would do the same thing, dude. If I had one movie in Hollywood that I was known for, I would like suck the tit on that forever. If that's like that would be it. Like if they were like if you kept on going out for roles of like, hey, you're that guy that was in that one movie that everyone knows, so I can't cast you in this, but I love that movie. I'd be like, well, fuck. And they're like, I guess I'm gonna book every Comic Con that I can go to and sign that shit. Yeah. And if there's some kind of revival or something happens on TV and they want me to come back and reprise my role, fuck yeah, dude, give me that check.
Let's do it. Hey, we already got almost 350 people in here tonight. This is going to be a good night. We're having fun. You know, they say tonight is the biggest party night in the United States because the night before Thanksgiving, it's the night that everybody, their families go out, or they go out to get away from their families, one or the other. And here we are, just being the party animals we are, sitting in front of our computer screen, staring at each other.
Fuck yeah, dude! Everybody get out your nerds rope and eat it. We're gonna play some video games too. Yeah, but I did a few years ago. I did go out just to see if it was true. I went out. I see if Mike wanted to go, but he couldn't. But I went out to a bar, a local bar around here, and it was fucking packed, wall to wall, ass everywhere, and it smelled like it too. It was stinky in there, but it was literally like the bar was packed. Like you couldn't find a seat if you wanted to. Insane.
Yeah. Well, we're going out possibly this weekend, so maybe we'll get a taste, just a little taste of your dick.
It'll be more like it won't be nearly as full. Like tonight is like mega hit. Also maybe Friday is going to be pretty big packed too because of Black Friday sales.
Yeah, I've never gone out on the day before Thanksgiving. I think next year that's going to be my goal. I think I need to do that. You know, I need to try that one time, or I'll probably just end up sitting up here hanging out with you guys because that's what I'd rather be doing anyways. But you know, here we are, and we're happy to fucking be here. Ciao! I've never seen you before. Who is this new person? This mystery person on my door to darken me doorstep. Chow says, now it really feels like Dewey died for nothing. Oh God, dude, that is. Of all the things I've heard today about Scream, that is probably the most painful comment I've heard. Because fuck, you might be right.
He did die for something. He died for Courtney Cox, you idiot.
She didn't even know. She was calling him on the phone while he was dying. God damn it. Now I'm just sad.
When Dewey died, it was sad, but I felt like the devil. I was like, long overdue.
Shut up.
I was like, kill them all. Kill them all. Fucking Starship Troopers, kill them all.
Wrong kid died. Should have been Gale. If Dewey was still around right now instead of Gale, we'd be like, hey, Dewey solo story. Let's go. We're ready.
I think they both should. Gale not dying was some fucking bulletproof bullshit. That was like what's it called? Plot armor. I don't know how in the hell you get away with shit like that just because you wanted Courtney Cox to come back. Get off your asshole.
I guess they forgot to give Dewey his plot armor that day. God, you know what Nev just came out and said? They asked her about Scream 6 and how she felt about it. And she was like, I rooted for the movie to do good, and I thought they did a good job with it. She's like, my problems were with the people who run the company who didn't want to pay me, obviously. She's like, everybody on the set and the directors, I was rooting for them to be good, so I wanted it to be good. But she also mentioned, she was like, I had a problem, this is paraphrasing, but she was like, from day one, with that they killed Dewey. She's like, I hated that they killed Dewey. I thought David Arquette was great. It was sad to see him go, and now I'm sad. And she's like, I understand this is how it goes. She's like, but I miss him, and I really wish that didn't happen. And I was like, thank you. Should have been Courtney Cox.
Did miss him enough not to file a divorce paper and say he was a child and embarrass him.
She did do that.
Good
that
job.
Did happen.
Good job. But anyway, I will say I do think I like the way that he went out because I do think it was he went out a hero's death. I mean, you can't. I feel like it was a better written out for him than it was like how they tried to make like Jamie Lee Curtis like super woman and beat the shit out of Michael and not go out the way that she should have gone out. But whatever. I mean, we're not here to talk about that, I guess. Really quick before we get into other juiciness.
I'm gay.
Yeah, juicy tits. I would say, I don't know if you guys, this is exciting news. I think it's pretty cool. I read last night that Nosferatu, the guy that directed The Witch is
Robert
working
Eggers.
on it. Yeah, dude. And they were like, it's a return. He also did The Lighthouse in another movie. I can't remember, but they were like, this is a complete return to horror for him. And I think the interview that the director was talking, he was like, the movie that's he's making is going to be a gothic horror. And he's like, you don't see that much anymore. And in my opinion, I always think that Nosferatu is the truest representation of what Dracula should be. Like this creepy, disgusting, contorted like creature of the night that's been alive for, thousands of years. And of course, you're not going to look maybe you're born with it. Maybe she's Maybelline. I mean, it doesn't matter how much blood you're going to drink. And they got Lily Rose Depp is the main character in Ellen Hunter, I think is her name, or Ella Hunter. And then they got Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu. And now I was kind of disappointed when I heard about that because I was like, yeah, I don't want him taking on another iconic horror role because he just got done with Pennywise, so I didn't want him to, do rinse, cycle, and repeat. But seeing the images, he looks good. And the director was like, I think, he's like, the director said that he's so good in the role. He's like, I don't think he's going to get the credit that he deserves because he's not there. Like, it's not Bill Skarsgård. He's actually implemented this like creepy nobleman in a way, and that he's taken inspiration from the 1922 film, the actor that played him then, and then also the actor that they used in 1979. So the nod to the hat on that. But yeah, I'm excited about that, dude. Like, I'm actually going to go see that. And see, this is the character and this is the angle that Universal should have gone with when they were trying to launch their shared movie monster universe. They should have gone off with this Nosferatu as an entry level and then work their way out, not start that Tom Cruise shit, The Mummy, even though, that movie sucked. But the Invisible Man was pretty good. But they should have done this.
I'm surprised you're excited, to be honest. The fact that it's Robert Eggers, because like I know you didn't like The Witch, right?
Yeah, but I liked The Lighthouse.
Lighthouse was good because it was funny. It was good.
Well, it was, but there was some
cerebral,
there was some fucked up things in that though.
Yeah, no, I think that movie was underratedly funny as shit. He's like, he said, "You don't like my steak, do you?" or whatever the hell he was saying. That shit was funny. This picture, by the way, is exactly what a woman sees when Jay pulls out his dick for the first time. That shadow just overcoming his face, all the different shapes.
I thought it was Jada Pinkett Smith looking in the mirror when her hair's
Oh God.
Alopecia's a bitch, and so are you.
I'm excited about it. I hope he makes it. And he did say it was scary. He said it was going to be a scary version of Gothic horror, but I'm excited about it. I just hope it's not too fucking, I hope he's not like, hey, let's watch this mustard drip out of this mustard jar for 20 minutes because it's art. I hope we actually focus on the horror of the story.
Well, that article, that was the article that I read too. They called it earth and horror. I was like, so when you leave the theater, you're going to smell like dirt. I know what earth and horror, I get what they're saying. So it's more going to be like more, which I'm down with that. It's going to be like an atmospheric build in the tension. Because I will say one thing about The Witch. I thought the movie was extremely overrated. I didn't really like it at all. But I will say that he did a really good job in atmosphere setting. The Witch actually did have a very oppressive feel about it and a tension level that kept building. So
it's almost all it had, but it did have that.
Yeah, and a goat. It had a goat, bro. But
you're trying to tell me a fucking goat, man.
A goat and a bunch of women dancing around a fucking fire like butt-ass naked. Damn. But I will say though that the atmosphere setting of The Witch was great. And if he's going to bring that to Nosferatu along with Bill Skarsgård, which he does know how to inhabit those types of characters based on what we saw with Pennywise, I'm excited because again, out of all the forms of Dracula, and of course there's legendary performances, I think the Nosferatu film from 1922 is painstakingly overlooked. Every time anybody talks about Dracula and who did the best job with Dracula and who's the best version of Dracula, I think Nosferatu is dead on the best version of Dracula.
It's well fucking said, pal. And we're supposed to get a Salem's Lot too if they ever put that bastard out.
Man, I'm not. Salem's Lot, yeah. Well, the original wasn't bad. Who was the guy that directed it? How do I not remember? Toby Hooper. I think Toby Hooper directed Salem's. Was it Toby Hooper?
I want to say yes, Jim.
Well, I think it is. I thought it was long. It was a little bit too drawn out, but I thought it was still well done. That remake with Rob Lowe was straight tit juice. Gross.
Yeah. I've heard good and bad things about the Salem's Lot, so we'll see. I don't know why they just took it off the shelf. That's fucking crazy. Could end up one of those movies that they just shelf and they're like, we're not even going to release it by the end of it.
What was the last
tax write-off? I don't know.
What was it? So Pennywise, Chapter 2. Did that come out before or after Dr. Sleep?
I don't know for sure, to be honest.
Because Dr. Sleep was fucking badass. They did a great job. Maybe they're a little bit leery on continuing to use Stephen King properties. They don't want to oversaturate the market and kind of get back into a place where they were.
Could have fooled me. They've been doing those things nonstop.
No, I know, but Nick Garris. No, I don't get me wrong. I like Nick Garris, but those were usually straight to TV movies.
Yeah,
they were never really high quality back when they were doing it constantly.
About the time the Idris Elba movie came out, The Dark Tower.
Oh, that fucking blew.
It was like, oh my God, we are doing way too much Stephen King right now. Courtney Reed, breaking news: Ghostface and myself will not be returning for Scream 7.
Shit.
All jokes aside, though, you really got to bring Stu back at this point, dude. I have news.
Maybe
I have news for you. I'm going to put a pube on your Roni. That's actually, we did do that one night. We called the pizza place and we prank called them. And I was like, I have ordered a pizza from your establishment and I have a pube on my Roni. And she just hung up on me. It was funny. But
I'm like, there's no way it was a pube because I'm shaven.
Duh. I got
I'm the only one working here. Fool. Maybe a booger, but definitely not a pube.
That might have been Steve's. But poor Steve, he lost a pube on your own. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is this. So I saw a post today. Brad Miska, the guy who runs Bloody Disgusting, one of the men who run Bloody Disgusting, posted there was a story about Stu, about Matthew Lillard. This could be nothing, absolutely nothing. But he did post and he was like, timing is everything. And it was a news story that Matthew Lillard he's just got new representation. So he just signed with a new company.
I thought you were going to say he got new rollerblades.
I got new rollerblades.
And they reported on it. He got new rollerblades, so he's definitely slated for Scream.
He's going to go down the Devil's Backbone at 3 p.m. tomorrow against AC. But no, and that's, I mean, obviously there's not any smoke or fire there, but he just posted timing is everything. And Matthew Lillard just today got new representation with a new company. But I at least got the wheels turning in my brain with everything possibly going on. If you're the studio and all this is happening, and Scream the franchise is on fucking fire right now. And
by the way, burn!
Shut your mouth!
Let it burn! Evil dies tonight!
Get out of here! For those of you who don't know, let me just go run it. Let me run it through the garden, as Jay would say when he goes to Subway and gets a vegetarian sandwich.
I don't say that anymore because obviously that was a very low point in my life, and I didn't know that's what that meant when I said it, so I never say it anymore.
Backstory: Jay one time went to a Subway, and his dad just told him, "Hey, tell him to run it through the garden." And Jay goes, "Just run it through the garden." And then they gave him a fucking veggie sandwich.
No, it wasn't. It was a lot more traumatizing than that because I had to say it 4 fucking times.
Because actually, this is worth it. Just tell this story first, and then I'll explain.
Well, because they didn't. All right, fine. I mean, you know what? If you guys are interested, we have a Patreon. You guys can join it. We share all sorts of weird, nasty, and stupid stories and embarrassing ones at that, personally. But I will. Okay, so really, very, 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 very quick. I never ordered a Subway sandwich in my life, so my dad had got me a Subway sandwich, and I was like, "Oh, this is good." I was like, "What was it?" And he's like, "It's got everything." And I read it through the garden, and it's got all this stuff. So I just thought that's what you said, like it would have like everything on it. And so I went into the Subway sandwich shop, and I was like, "Hey, can I?" They're like, "Oh, what can I get for you?" And it was like packed. It was lunchtime, and there was a lot of people behind me. So I was up front. I was getting ready to go, and I was already nervous. It was like 17. I don't know why it was making me nervous. I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "What can I get for you?" And I was like, "I'd like a sub." And they're, "Okay, what kind?" And I was like, "Run it through the garden." And that's all I said. And so I just started looking around, like, as you do, you busy yourself as they're going to go ahead and make your order. And she just kept staring at me like peripheral, like a clocker and seared. And she's like, "But what would you like?" And I was like, "Run it through the garden." Like, I didn't think she heard me. So I said it again. And at this point, she literally was like looking around at her coworkers, like, "What the fuck is going on? I don't know how to." And she said, "I know, but what do you want? Like, what would you like?" And I was like, "Run it through the fucking garden." I don't know. I was like, "I'm not like giving you like a goddamn book on like chemicals and like how to cut like compound fractures and shit. What the fuck?" And then she was like, I guess she just like got frustrated and she left and she gave me a sandwich that was literally you put fucking grass on it. It was just fucking like all it was like vegetables. And I stopped what I wanted. And they didn't even put no sauce on it. I didn't know you were supposed to tell them. I didn't know nothing. So I said, I was embarrassed with my sandwich. So I went over to the corner and I sat down and acted like I was going to eat it. Like, this is exactly what I wanted. So I was trying to play it off because everybody behind me was like talking amongst themselves. Like, what a fucking idiot. Like I was Forrest Gump with braces on my legs. So I sat there and I ate that shit for like half a bite and I threw it the fuck away. And then I walked out like I shit my pants. Like, there was like quick walk. Like I didn't look back, quick walk out. And for years, I didn't go to Subway sandwich shop for years because of that.
That's one of my favorite stories
This
of
is
the
the
whole
worst
wide
ever
world.
because they like ruined me for a long time. That was the most, dude. I don't like when I get embarrassed. Like it's usually people's face go red. My ears get really fucking hot and they go red. Like they get fucking red as shit. And my shit.
But when you leave, you know you get the most piss once you've walked away because you're like, that was my fucking lunch. I just paid $7 for a fucking vegetarian sandwich.
I bitched myself out all the way out the door and back to my car. And I was like, you fucking motherfucking idiot. You can never come here to this way again. God damn it, fuck. And then I didn't have any money, so I couldn't go get any more food. So I had to go home and have a fucking turkey phone.
Jay was Joe Pesci in Casino in his own head. Don't you ever run it through the fucking garden again, you motherfucker. You.
I was like, I was one of the supers, like, because I'm walking like I'm talking, kid. And then I jumped over.
Oh, shit. So now that Jay has explained what running it through the garden means, let me run it through the garden with what happened today. What's the fuck? Did it even? It started yesterday, didn't it? Yeah, it started yesterday. The short story is Melissa Barrera got fucking fired from Scream 7 because a high up person at Paramount or Spyglass, don't know which, I believe Spyglass is the one that ended up making a comment on it. So somebody fired Melissa Barrera because of their words, not mine, comments that led towards anti-Semitic-ismness. But when you look at Melissa Barrera's accounts and her Instagram accounts, she doesn't say anything that crazy at all. She's just like, hey, there's two sides to this story, and I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but she was like, the media is not telling the truth. There's all this horrible stuff happening, basically almost saying, hey, genocide is bad, killing kids is bad. We're not going to get into that. And anybody in the chat, I'm totally not
doing that shit. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, let me just say, even if it's a super chat or whatever, if it's about any of that stuff, we just will not read it. Not going to get into that. We are not the people who you want to come to for that kind of shit. But I think we can all agree that genocide is bad, regardless of what you agree is happening over there, and killing children is bad. So basically what I'm saying, her comments were very, 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 very non-controversial for the normal folk in the world. The sane would look at that and be like, okay, yeah, I get what she's saying.
I think at some point the actors have got to start realizing, just shut your fucking mouth. Like, go do your job. Go get in your, you know what? And by the way, I'm just going to point this out too. If I were contracted to do a job, the last thing I'm going to do is say anything that I might be misquoted or something that would be incendiary in the public space. Like, Twitter is the worst fucking, Facebook, whatever. Just keep your thoughts to yourself. Like, holy shit. It's like politics and religion. Don't discuss it like that. Holy shit. Like, and you're not a politician. That's another thing. You're a fucking actor. Go be an actor. You have no impact in the world. I swear to God, you don't.
Here's the thing about that, though. It's not like she was on the Oscar stage saying that. It's not like she was doing anything that has to do with Scream. She wasn't saying it in the movie. She wasn't writing it into the movie. She wasn't talking about it in an interview about the movie. She was on her personal Instagram, and she was just giving her thoughts about something that means something to her. I think every human being has that right. And also, you do have the right to be fired for it, sure.
Well, you can live with the consequences of your free speech. How about that?
But on the flip side of that, on the flip side of living with the consequences with your free speech, the studio may have to live with the consequences for firing someone unjustly. So if people don't go see the movie, then I don't feel bad for the studio either. So it goes all the way around.
The studio's not going to lose money, though, I don't think. Not over firing her. Like, if it was like Johnny Depp or Amber Heard, which was a huge fucking deal back in the day when they fired Johnny Depp when he was nothing more than accused at the time, they immediately believed Amber Heard the turd, and he got fired, lost billions of dollars, and the fucking franchise sank. The Scream franchise itself will endure just because it's a known commodity. It's a huge property. I personally thought about it. I don't even remember the girl. I remember liking, what was it, Scream 6? Not really. I mean, it was all right. I thought Jenna Ortega was way better in that movie, personally. So, I mean, I was like, so I didn't care one way or the other. I felt like a rotating cast who fucking, Friday the 13th have had rotating cast all the fucking time, and that franchise is fine. Nightmare on Elm Street, rotating main cast. Halloween, for the most part, a rotating cast. Friday, Chucky, rotating cast. So I don't think Scream is going to suffer any type of financial fallout. And by the way, I'm just going to point this out. One night on Twitter makes a hard man humble. Can't be too careful with your company. I can hear unemployment sneaking next to me.
Protect your nuts, guys. It's the
I heard about it. Like, Mike texted me, so everything's like everybody's gonna be talking about Scream. I was like, what the fuck is going on with that? And
wait, we're going all the way to the end of the story. We haven't even begun. Like, it's not.
No, I'm saying, but specifically about her firing, they were talking. I was like, But okay, I thought there was like a Weinstein thing that had happened on the set, and that's what it, like all this shit was coming out from that. Like I thought it was gonna be like that.
Well, in a way, it's a very Weinsteinish thing to be like, that person said something I don't like, so they're fucking fired, and then everyone's left with the pieces. So kind of that's what it's in a way. It seems not in the Weinstein you're talking about, not the fucking that Weinstein kind of thing, but like the way that they used to handle their stuff. So after that happened, and I won't even this fucking fake ass legit admit fucking lie. Came out and they were like, Entertainment Tonight just said that Jenna Ortega says that she's siding with Melissa Barrera and has asked to be removed from her contract from Scream to side with Melissa Barrera over the situation. It was a pure, bold-faced motherfucking lie. It did not happen. Did not fucking happen. The truth is, and it's what people were telling me all day long who actually fucking know, not random fucking Jizz279 on fucking Twitter or Facebook.
I love that guy. That guy's always got the hot scoops.
But as usual, the lie doesn't matter. The source doesn't matter. The truth doesn't matter. It blew the fuck up. And it was being taken as fact. Everybody's just like, so the facts are that Jenna Ortega has, in fact, asked to be let out of her contract. I literally was like, that didn't happen. I know that didn't happen, but okay. And then finally, Deadline reports Jenna Ortega will not be returning to Scream 7 because she never signed the contract in the first fucking place. They have known behind the scenes for months that Jenna Ortega is not going to be in this movie because of scheduling conflicts with Wednesday.
Yeah. So, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, because I figured it was that she got more of a, I mean, I don't know, maybe a more of a lucrative contract to appear as Wednesday Addams. Like maybe it's a bigger thing for her.
Poppy, shut the fuck up.
What's happening now?
Can one of the mods remove the spam? Remove the spam. God. Hey, we're almost up to 600 people here now. It's fucking
sweet.
Quit fucking spamming, you dick.
But yeah, anyway, unless it's dicks. If it's spamming dicks, I want to see them. We need to get emojis.
There's so much like to explain to this. And I see Stacy saying, come on, Mike, that was bullshit from the studio. And this is what I'm trying to explain. It's not bullshit from the studio. The story that Jenna Ortega said she was going to leave the movie is bullshit. The studio put out the story after that story came out. Not the studio didn't put it out, but Deadline reported that story today because that lie got so big. Everybody believed it. They were just coming out and saying she's not in the movie. And they literally said in the article, it has nothing to do with the Melissa Barrera situation. It doesn't say that Jenna Ortega doesn't agree with Melissa Barrera. It doesn't say that if Jenna Ortega was signed on for the movie, she wouldn't have left to back Melissa Barrera. All it says is that she wasn't signed on to do the movie anyways. So yes, the story came out because of that rumor, but that doesn't make that rumor true. That lie spread, and then they were like, hey, and which is exactly what I was being told from people. Hey, she's not even signed on for the movie. This is total bullshit.
It sounds like sensationalism. I mean, that's how you get the clicks. That's how you sell the papers. I mean, you just make up something or the half truths and you put that as your title. I mean, we do it all the time on this channel, for fuck's sake. That's what we do. But no, seriously though,
high school.
I thought it was I thought she had got contracted, like the whole thing with the Wednesday Addams show that she did on Netflix. Maybe it was a more lucrative offer, and she was like, the scheduling conflicts, I could drop out of my Wednesday Addams thing, but I'd rather do that because maybe I'm going to get a better deal on it. I don't know. I don't know her. I don't have anything. But as far as like backing, her, if you don't, I don't understand how people just like get like it would be like, hey, Matthew Lillard was spotted at a Gatlinburg gift shop walking out with a knife. He's got to be in Scream 7 now. He has a knife, a gift knife. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, anybody believes it is dumb as hell. But either way, I mean, here we are talking about it. Like, I don't know. I've always said just wait until the fucking actual things gets verified and then run with it. I don't know why that's hard to do.
But everybody's like, they feel duped and like, oh, I believe this. I spread it around. And now it's like, oh, no, Deadline's lying. Now Jenna Ortega's lying. Everyone's fucking like, you're lying, Mike. They're connected. It's like, if you just put the pieces together, it's very clear what fucking happened here. Like, and Jenna may come out and be like, of course I side with Melissa. I'm not saying that Jenna doesn't side with Melissa. I'm just saying if she wasn't signed on to do the movie anyway, and they're like, there's no way They don't even know when they're shooting. So how could she have scheduling conflicts? It's like she knows her schedule. If she knows she's going to be in fucking New Zealand or wherever the shit shooting Wednesday for the next year, she already knows. And they know that they're planning to shoot the movie at least within the span of this year. She already knows that she hasn't do it. Or maybe she decided she didn't want to do it because Radio Silence isn't directing it and Christopher Land's directing it. Who the fuck knows? But the point is, so much shit has gotten lost over this rumor, and people are like, it boggles my fucking mind. But
I heard Ghostface not going to be in it.
Yeah, as Courtney Ghostface and myself
Ghostface not going to be in it. He won't be in it.
And Courtney's joking, but like the thing is so what happens when? And from what I hear, from what I read, from somebody that I believe, apparently nobody but Melissa was really signed on to do the movie anyway. So what happens now if all this shit's going around and it's loud? Like, I know it's the internet verse or whatever, and they'll probably just wait a couple months and let it die down. But right now it's loud. It was trending all fucking night and all this shit about like, not shit. I'm just saying about, justice for Melissa. And this is bullshit. What happened to her? And she didn't do anything wrong. And the question now is, are other actors going to back out? Because you've lost Jenna Ortega. You've lost Melissa Barrera. And they have invested us in this story. They have done this story up to this point. Scream 7 was supposed to be about that, right? Yeah. As far as we know. So what happens now? What the fuck do you do? Do you bring back 2 of the core 4? What happens if they say, no, we're not going to do it unless you bring her back? What happens if Spyglass says, hey, we're not going to make a fucking movie?
What if they just let the movie rest for a few years?
What if they do that? What if they sell the rights to somebody else? Like,
I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, I think that the smart play would, I would just be, I don't know, remake would not work. I just don't think it would work. But I would just let it rest for a few years, a couple of whatever, and then just come back later when the heat's died down. That's what I'd do.
And in today's world where we have news stories every 5 seconds, it may not take a couple years for it to die down either. It could take a couple months. And then like same thing with Nev. There was a lot of people when they wouldn't pay Nev that were saying, I'll boycott this movie. But that was different.
You ain't going to do shit. You say with your mouth, but you ain't doing shit.
That was different. Like, I never believed that anybody was actually going to boycott the movie, when Nev did it. But this is different. Like, now they've done it to Nev. Now they've also done it to Melissa Barrera, who I thought was doing a great job as Sam. Now Jenna Ortega's out for whatever reason, a mystery reason. Maybe it's scheduling. Maybe it's something else. Maybe go fuck yourself. But what do they do with the new cast? The only thing I could think they could possibly do at this point.
Rewrite. Everyone, emergency rewrite.
Well, they are, by the way, from what I understand, they don't have a script, and they're starting from scratch with a script. Now, what that means, so that's what I know. Well, that's what I'm told, is that fucking Melissa Barrera was the only one signed on.
Yeah.
Number one. And number two, they are starting the script from scratch now. So what I think they should do, if they do anything, and this is all backed on, can you even get Nev back at this point? Because Nev's already pissed, and now you've got this social cloud around, is Nev smacking other female actors in the face if she accepts a role from Scream 6 after what they did to Melissa now?
Nev Campbell's probably thinking, look, if it's a steady paycheck, I'll believe anything you say.
Maybe, but Nev's always been about that kind of. Nev's always been about like, hey, you need to pay and treat female actresses right. She may refuse to do the movie no matter what they fucking pay her.
She also may refuse to do the movie because she just doesn't want to do another Scream movie. I mean, it could just be as simple as that.
And it could be. So, but my only idea is if they can get Nev back, and I know you guys have a lot to say about this. We'll get right back in the super chats. So just say the only thing I think they can do right now is do a story that focuses on Sydney and focuses on Patrick Dempsey, who was just awesome in Thanksgiving, and their marriage. They're over in Seattle or wherever the hell they are, and they have 2 kids. The only thing I could think that they would do is back the fucking truck up, pay Nev a shit fuck ton of money, and have a esoteric story that focuses on her and her family. There's things I don't like about that. Like, I like the idea that Sydney can go and live a happy life now. Like, she's been through how many times is she going to get attacked by Ghostface? So it's that for me, or you just tell the new fucking story. You're right. A remake would not ever fucking work.
I would abandon the idea of doing the main cast again. If I were any kind of creative control in the Scream franchise, I'd be done with doing the same fucking shit with the same characters over and over again. Like you just said, let her go have her happy life. That good. Dewey went out in the hero's way. Courtney Cox is alive somehow. I don't fucking know. I guess she does vitamins. But yeah, you let them fucking go, and now you focus on a new plot. Fuck that. Go that way. fuck that, like going and bringing back the original cast. I think that's stupid as hell. That's, to me, when you do that kind of shit, it's like we don't know what to do. We're bored. We have no creative ideas, really. We're just going to retread the same shit they've done for like 38 years. I don't know ever long fucking Scream's been around. It's like, I want to see some new people. Let's start a new fucking shit going on here. Like, I don't want to see, it's like, I know what you did, Sydney. You think that at this point, Ghostface like, fuck, dude. Like, I am so tired of chasing this. I can't fucking find her, bitch. Let me go get somebody that's easier. Because obviously she's got Houdini blood.
And that's, and again, it's so easy to do that. Like, it really is easy to do that. Like, the only problem I see with doing that, and what I mean by that is bringing a whole new group of people. And guess what? Ghostface starts killing people. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole new cast, a whole new group of characters in Woodsboro, out of Woodsboro. I don't fucking know. You got to get the isms of Scream. Like, you got to get the feel and the vibe of Scream, and like the musical notes, like all that stuff. It has to feel like a Scream movie, sure. But, you know, and I'm not saying that like for anybody who thinks that the groundswell is going to get loud enough for them to eat their hat and bring back Melissa Barrera, that's gone. Melissa Barrera will never be in a Scream movie again. So saying like, no, we're going to hold strong and boycott it until they bring her back, you're just wasting your time. They're never, whoever the higher up is that said, I don't like what she said, she's fucking fired. And that shit trickled down to the point where the fucking director of the movie tweeted, please stop yelling at me. This was not my decision. And then deleted it. Because whoever's in charge made him fucking delete that shit, and you fucking know it. Whoever's in charge and made that decision, their ego is never going to let fucking Melissa Barrera back on a Scream set again. So that's gone.
Yeah, well, I don't know if whoever the higher up is of Jewish background or is from Israel. Fuck, I don't know. I mean, Hollywood is supposedly like, look at Mel Gibson. Don't be a fucking idiot. You talk shit in public, and I don't even care if your shit was harmless or not. Listen, it's a very, very volatile thing going on right now. And, you know, be a little bit more careful with what you say. Because, again, Gina Carano was fired from Star Wars, from The Mandalorian, by making her claims. And from a higher up, they didn't like her. They fired her. Some people said, I'm going to boycott Star Wars. Mandalorian didn't die. Star Wars didn't die. Scream won't die. The 4 franchise will move on. I think what we all learned here is a valuable lesson. When you're an employee, don't put out your personal shit sometimes on goddamn. They look at that shit and it will affect your hiring or possibly getting you fired. I'm just saying.
To be fair, though, I mean, if you believe what she believes, saying that children shouldn't die or that genocide shouldn't be good isn't something that you should have to withhold yourself from saying. You should be allowed to say that. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, I'm not getting into that.
I didn't read the specifics of what she said, but the specifics of whatever she said was enough to piss off whoever was in charge and said, fuck you, you're fired.
Right. And on the flip side, like, she's not complaining about the fact that she's been fired. I want to be clear about that. From what she put out, she put up a post that said something along the lines of, I would rather be excluded than exclude others, something like that. So to me, it's not like she's complaining and said, boo hoo, they fired me. She's saying, fine, they fired me. It was worth it. So to that, I respect.
She'll get another job. Yeah, just get another job. It's fine. But as far as like, is the movie going to recover? Yeah, it'll be fine. I don't think Scream's going to go anywhere. Like, it's too much of a cash cow, dude. There's too much legendary status to that film franchise alone that nothing's going to ever I swear to God, like, it's going to last forever. Scream, which to my chagrin, because I think Scream's been dead in my eyes for a long time. But
yeah, I was like, Jay's gonna be doing a victory lap tonight.
No, I'm not. Like, I don't want to. Like, I don't like. Listen, I think it sucks when someone loses their job. That fucking sucks. Like, I couldn't imagine like waking up and finding out you got fucking fired, dude. That sucks. But at the end of the day, I don't like give a shit. I thought Scream went downhill after the second one, so I could give a shit less. I thought 6 was okay. I thought 4 sucked. 3 was terrible. I think the 5th one, I can't even remember it. But the Scream 1 and 2, but it's going to be fine. Like, it's the same thing if this kind of shit happens.
Himself and himself only.
No, I said no. It's in my opinion. But in Nightmare on Elm Street, Hellraiser, Friday the 13th, these are like legendary franchises. They're not going to go anywhere. Like, this isn't like a brand new thing that just started. And it's like riding on. It'll be fine. It'll be okay.
The danger is the reason that there's reason, I think, to be skeptical, not to be skeptical, but to be fearful, is because this could very easily turn into a litigation situation. J.G. Whitworth. 877 cash now. It could easily turn into a lawsuit situation. Number one. Number two, all the fucking stuff behind this can get so built up and so big and so nasty that it gets shelved for years, and then who knows what happens. Worst case scenario, Spyglass goes.
Because, well, here's the reality. I feel like Spyglass is like the old man in OCP when the mayor in RoboCop 2 is like, "I'll sue you," and he's like, "Give it your best shot." They will fuck her up left and right all the way to litigation. It won't hurt the franchise at all. There's no litigious like type of thing. She didn't get fought. Well, here's the thing.
I don't. When I say that, I don't mean her suing them. I mean like the whole fucking plethora of shit going on with all the stuff going on with it. Yeah, no, I mean like a bigger thing. I know what you mean. Like, and maybe she does have litigious grounds. I don't know. My guess is she signed a contract that says if you said something we don't like, we can fire you. Fuck off. And that everybody that works on that set signed a what do you call
NDA?
Yeah, an NDA, and that's why no one's speaking. So the only reason, and obviously we put in the thumbnail, or I put in the thumbnail is Scream dead, because I think there is a lot of people saying Scream's fucking done, like the franchise is fucking done. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay.
I think there's a chance. There's an outsider's chance that shit really gets screwballed here. We end up in a Friday the 13th type situation where who knows if Spyglass says, fuck you, fuck everybody who likes this franchise, suck my fucking dick. I own it, and I'm going to throw it in a fucking trash can because I'm rich, and I snort my cocaine with $100 bills like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Sounds hot. Can I come?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Well, they want to make money, though. They want to make money. Why would you burn that? Like, that's literally a fucking printing machine to make money. They're not going to
because
Spyglass,
we're talking
how
about
much is
someone
Spyglass
who's
worth?
obviously very involved in this war and what's going on, and that's like a spiritual fucking thing for some people. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like
I
that
think,
thing.
He might be like, she's replaceable. We'll replace her. She's one character. She's not like the face of the franchise. We'll move on without her. It's not like they fired Robert.
It's not just her now. It's already Jenna, and now
well, that's what they say, but we don't know what Jenna's story is.
Well, Jenna's definitely not coming back for Scream 7.
Because of possibly because of the Wednesday thing.
Right. Yeah, which is what I do believe she was going to be in it anyway. But now it's like the franchise has lost 2 leads. We don't know our script. Everything's in peril. Everything's on fire. I'm with you, dude. I don't.
Everyone's a suspect. Everyone.
I don't believe the franchise is over by any means, but I think it's in dire fucking straits. And I think where we were going to get this just fucking hum-ho, hey, let's go right into Scream 7 and see what happens with this movie. Now everything is fucked. As Limp Bizkit once said, everything is fucked. Everybody sucks.
To be fair, I
got a chainsaw.
I wish that I would totally give up Scream right now because I don't care. I would take that. Just to imagine if you got rid of Scream and then Friday the 13th was announced or Nightmare on Elm Street. I want that. That's what I want. That's where I sleep there too. That's what I want.
I mean, the best world in a better world we could have both. Michael says, I called dibs for Melissa Barrera as Wonder Woman. I seen that somewhere too. I don't see it. I don't
know what they're doing. I have no idea what DC's doing. I have no idea what they're. Well, no, actually, I do. I think they're going to cash it all out with this. Which, by the way, I got to be honest with you. Them being bastards about that and saying that it's the Snyderverse's fault. Like, obviously the Snyderverse failed. It wasn't his fault. It's like you guys took Ezra Miller, who was a goddamn cokehead that was stealing fucking wine and drinking it and kidnapping people and like holding them. I don't know what he was like, crazy shit. That was part of it. And then Zack Snyder had nothing to do with it. He set up Zack Snyder's Justice League was amazing. So, but as far as like Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa, I gotta be like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'd imagine James Gunn is like wiping the whole thing clean. Like they're not going to be anything remotely left of the Snyderverse. And it's funny because they always, as you can see, the Snyderverse fell. Like, how did the Snyderverse fail? You fired Zack Snyder. And without the goddamn captain of the ship steering the rocky waves, of course some bitches are going to go overboard. Like, why are you saying that it was the Snyderverse's fault? It wasn't.
So here's the thing, though. Like when I was talking about who knows if like feelings get so hurt and shit gets so gnarly with this studio and everybody involved. What happens if other actors boycott? What happens if everybody gets together and says, we live in an age where that could happen. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But what happens with everybody in Hollywood? Just like they were talking about doing to Warner Brothers when Warner Brothers scrapped their second movie for a tax break with that Wile E. Coyote. Warner Brothers quickly fucking backtracked and said, we're going to allow them to shop it. Because what you heard was filmmakers and people start to say, we're not going to work for them. If there's a chance that we're going to go in there and they're going to scrap our fucking whole movie that we spent years of our lives on, we're not going to work with Warner Brothers. Now, obviously, they're going to be able to go and they're going to get what they would call
they also said they were going to boycott it because that one guy supposedly faced racism and that didn't happen. So
yeah,
I mean,
but what I'm getting at though is look at Warner Brothers and their fucking grudge for Zack Snyder. Look at what they did. They blew up their entire fucking studio because they fucking were pissed at Zack Snyder. There were so many chances for them to right that ship. And yeah, and they did the dumbest shit over and over and over again, just out of their pure hate for Snyder. If we're looking at, that's what I'm worried about. Like that exact.
I think the Snyder thing, I don't know. Like that is like life's biggest mystery. Like why in the fuck the studio hated Zack Snyder so much? And I would imagine it's because he wasn't a yes man and he wanted to do his own thing. And he actually was a fan of the fans. So he wanted to make movies that the fans wanted to see. But I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. The Zack Snyder, that is such a weird clusterfuck of a partnership between a studio and a director I've ever seen in my life. I swear to God, it's got to go down in the annals of history as one of the strangest things. Because again, I think that Zack Snyder was you had the perfect dude. You had the perfect dude to lead the DCEU into something really different and radically cool, or radical, I should say, radically different than what the MCU was doing.
Yeah,
and you fucked that up.
Fucked it up bad. But honestly,
I think he fucked somebody's wife.
Could be. He's a handsome man. It's a handsome man. Written text tips that got me a big old steak. My third eye gonna be open in the morning. Also, y'all see that Rockstar's going to release a GTA 6 trailer next month, most likely. I'm trying to save me some coin for Nintendo.
Goddamn, Rootin' you need to save yourself some coin for your goddamn divorce lawyers. Holy shit, man. That bitch keep on coming at you like an old possum. And you got a big old steak. What kind? Is that a chicken fried steak? You know, you ain't got no money for no T-bone. You got that chicken fried steak. Roll it up in some batter. Fry that shit up. Fried. But come on, Rootin' Tootin'. Yes, I did see that news about GTA 6. Then you hear about that other news about GTA 6? Motherfucker's supposed to cost $150 goddamn dollars. That's what they're saying. Standard edition, bitch.
Food stamps on a Friday.
I did hear about that. GTA 6 supposedly the game is going to be released. I think they said late 2024 or early 2025. But the company is like Rockstar Games, and it's not just them. There's a lot in the industry that are now basing the price point. So, like, generally speaking, it's like $60, $70 by a standard edition game, which is still pricey, but not insane. Now they want to change it based on replayability and how many hours per like a person would play it. So they want to use that as a metric for how much to charge. And I swear to God, they are thinking that because GTA 6 and GTA 5 was so successful and so many people are still playing it, pumping hours and hours into that game. Don't care about vagina. I just want to play this game where I pretend to be a carjack guy. The size of the map, the replayability of the game. I'm telling you, they're floating the idea that they're going to start charging $130, $150 for a fucking video game because they're basing it on how many hours of entertainment does that game give to the consumer. And if it's high, like Madden, that means Madden standard edition would go up to like $100 and something. Can you imagine that?
Happen, Stephen. It could happen. It could happen. No, but I don't. It wouldn't shock me a bit, especially the fucking way EA is, dude. Night Tom says, "I bet 5 smackaroos you can't make me laugh." Who watched this?
Yeah, I like it. I laugh. I lost 5 smackaroos.
I'll show you my wiener. That'll make you laugh immediately.
Hey, one animal in the zoo isn't really good at tests? The cheetahs.
It's because they cheat.
Because they're cheetahs.
Gary Blossom says, Mike, do you think with Jenna and Sam out, do you think Christina Carpenter will be scrapped from Scream 7? I think the entire Christina Carpenter thing was blown way out of proportion. Yes, they spoke about her mom in Scream 6, but now we've got all these fucking hard up for fucking Scream updates people finding fucking audition videos on Vimeo and be like, that looks like it could be Christina. And I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, we flew too close to the sun with this update shit.
I think that John Carpenter's completely out.
John Carpenter is not doing it.
He
will not do it.
I think that he is out of it completely. He's going to work on his new IP.
I also think there's no doubt that Christina Carpenter is no longer going to be a character in this movie. I think that they may fucking go. Because think about it this way, guys. If you're the fucking head of Spyglass and you're sitting up here, and I hate this. I do hate that this is the way it had to happen.
I spy on shit, bitch.
I hate this is the way it went down. Moogly boogly. But if I'm the Spyglass dude and I'm looking at the internet and everyone and their fucking mom is telling me to go fuck myself, that I'm a piece of shit and fuck me and I did these actresses wrong.
Twitter I'd say fuck you. If it's Twitter, I'd say fuck you.
Just Scream fans in general across any social media you look at. But if I'm looking at that, I go, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to make the best goddamn Scream movie you ever seen. You know what? It's going to make everybody forget about Melissa Barrera. You know what? Everybody's going to make everybody forget about me basically being a fucking dictator. Stu. I'm going to bring Stu back to the people. I'm going to bring fucking Nev back, and I'm going to make the holy shit package. I think that I hate that this is the way it had to go down, but I think the Stu possibly coming back stock just went up quite a bit today.
I think studio would look at the Twitter and their fans and say, just like they always do, fuck you. I don't care what you want. Fuck
possible. You. It is possible.
That's
what my wife says to me sometimes.
Yeah. Lick my toe. I don't care what you like. You're not getting off. Lick my toe. Oh,
suck it. Okay. Gary says, anyone know why I can't see words on votes lately? It's just a white box, no words. Someone said YouTube update app on Play Store, but it's not working. Let's put out a vote and see.
Anyone know why I can't see words on votes? I know that YouTube, I mean, are you on console, Gary? Are you watching on console? Because I know that they just had an update last night, which I fucking hate, dude. Like, YouTube rolls out an update for the app like every 6 to 8 months, and it sucks. I fucking hate it. So, I don't know. I don't know. You might want to, if you're on console, just, you could uninstall, reinstall. That could work. That could fix it.
Ignore my poll I just tried to put up. Ignore not my actual poll. I need you to pay close attention to that. It's important in this chat and everywhere else. I'm going to put up a poll here. Actually, it's a good question that I wanted to put up in here anyway that I forgot to. Let me put this up in you.
I've got to tell you, man. Look, you can't. Well, maybe right here. Oh, yeah, you can. Look at the white hair that's starting to form at the sideburn.
Oh, lucky you, dude. I want pepper beard.
No, but dude, it's going right here, and then they're right there, and it's just in time for Christmas because I'll be turning 40 in February. And if there was one time that God said, "God damn, you're old," it's when your hair turns white as snow. At least it's not like dirty gray.
Okay, yeah, dude. I have a couple of new ones that popped up here, but I want the gray. I want old gray beard. That's what I want.
I want if it goes like super white, like all my, now I'm gonna be Gandalf. I am Gandalf white.
Okay, so I just put up a poll and I asked you guys a question. What would you like to see Scream do next? A remake, a totally new story with new characters, focus on Sidney Prescott, or absolutely nothing for the next 5 years? I want to see what you guys think about
5 years. I'd say like 3.
Shut up, Jay. I already made it.
3 years.
Too late. It's too late. Don't tell me what to do. Austin says, I have an idea for a movie called Thanks Kicking Ass, where where Space Marines, codenamed Pilgrims, are in a Halo-like war with the Space Empire, IND, the Intergalactic Nano-Dinozoid Nation.
Well, goddamn, Austin, why are you talking to us? Send in the script to a video game company. Yeah. I mean, God, Insomniac wants something.
Get back in your fucking hole and keep writing.
I don't want you bringing these good ideas to me, Austin.
He's in the coding zone.
You know what's a good idea to me right now? I got to go pee.
Okay, do it. Right now. You pee in that toilet so hard that I can taste it.
And bubbles are going to come out because I'm going to have a concentrated blast of urine.
I like to watch JP. Yeah, man. I like it, Austin. I don't know if you're serious or not, but fuck it. Do it. I'm writing a script. No, I'm not. Eduardo Santiago says, booty, 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 rocket everywhere. Happy Thanksgiving, Swam fam. That's the hard-hitting shit we come here for. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, by the way. I hope everybody has a great turkey day tomorrow. I hope you all stay away from your politically obsessed uncle. And I hope that nothing awkward happens at your dinner table, except for maybe your girlfriend gives you a handy under the table. Because that's who has the problem. I hope I get a handy under the table. Not really, because it's just going to be me and my wife. That would be be inappropriate, actually. Actually, you could probably salt CPS if that happened. You know what? Let's just go. I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving and enjoy your turkeys. Mr. Club says, Loomis, Mike, me and my wife are swingers. Care to join us? Loomis might. I'll ask him when he comes back. I'm good, though. I'm good. You look like Epstein, and I don't want to touch your wiener. Michael Parton says, what do you guys think of Nicholas Hoult casted as Lex Luthor? I'm also kind of thinking about him as Loomis. I don't like fucking Nicholas Hoult, so sue me, Michael. I'll ask Jay about that as well, because it's something we need to talk about. I don't fucking like Nicholas Hoult. I don't like his face. I don't like the way he talks. And it's one of those people who just have punchable faces. So we share a last name closely, but fuck that guy. Ed Boy Movies, sup boys? Kind of bummed about the Melissa Barrera thing. Also, Mike played back a recent stream at work. Any favorite Smith songs? Ooh, I have been on that kick, man, ever since I watched The Killer. And they all kind of sound the same. They do. I'm not gonna lie to you. All the Smith songs kind of sound the same. So I can't really pick a personal favorite, but I do like the one where he talks about and if fuck, how's it go? And if a double-decker bus crashes into us. I love that fucking song. It's a good one. And I also like the one where he's talking about bashing his girlfriend's head in. That I don't judge me for that. It's just a good song. Mercurio80, thanks, buddy. Said, Mike, what if they fired Melissa to be able to pay Nev Campbell her fee to return, and also Jenna Ortega isn't returning? Yes, Jenna Ortega is not returning, but no, I do not believe that. They have enough money to really pay Nev if they wanted to. Personally, I don't think the issue with Nev ever came down to them not being able to afford it. I think she wanted the holy shit, I'm the star of this franchise package for a small role in the film in Scream 6. And they said, no, we'll pay. We don't want to pay you the holy shit. You're the star of this franchise for just the small role that we have for you. We'll pay that for the next one. And that's just the way I read what's going on here. But I think they have enough money to pay her if they want to. So I don't think they needed to do that at all. But I have heard that. I've also heard that they knew Jenna wasn't going to come back. So they kind of threw this story out there about Melissa Barrera just to get her out of the picture. And to that, I say, I think that's insane because, and I understand why people's minds would go there, but why would you do that? Like, if you don't want her in there, how much bad press are you going to get out of it if you just say, hey, I don't want this actress in our movie and we're going a different direction? Whatever bad press you get, I promise it's not going to be as bad as, hey, this person said something totally understandable and we're blacklisting her from Hollywood for it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's kind of, I think unfortunately, it's just kind of what it looks like. Someone at the higher up has a very, very, very sore spot when it comes to this particular story, like so many people do, because there's a lot of emotions and stuff going on. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong, but the people who are very involved in that situation have very, very, very deep feelings for it. And I think she said what she said. And even though it's very understandable to most of us, this person was not going to have it. And this person happens to have a lot of power, and everyone else can just go fucking suck one. And that's kind of what happened. Nathan, Jay, we need a room tour. You can see the corner of his jacket, right? On if you want that. Son of a bitch has a Scream poster up back there. To be fair, he has always said he loves the original. Jordan Decker says the new Karate Kid had better be called Wax Off. That's whatever I say when I'm betting on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I say I'm going to jag off today. I didn't come up with that. Hammer down the podcast, the betting podcast did, but it always makes me kind of want to bet on the Jags, so I can go, I'm jagging off today. But that would be an amazing fucking name for that movie, dude. Gary, you need to write a sequel song to Halloween Never Ends called Scream is Fucking Dead. Halloween Never Ends, suck my fucking dick. Scream will never die, or actually Scream is dead. Oh, that sucks. That makes me sad, actually. Scream is fucking dead, suck my fucking dick. God damn it. It's not dead. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. Ciao. We lost Wes and the franchise carried on. 6 didn't have Dewey or Sid, and it was very successful. Why do people think it's dead after this? To be fair, the thumbnail of this video was sort of tongue-in-cheek. I don't actually think the franchise is dead, but if there were stoinks going on about this situation, the fucking stock for Scream just fucking nosedived in the street and took a tumble. They're selling shit right now. They're cutting their losses. Scream is in a very fucking bad place. So if you were a betting man or you were going to short some stock, today would be the day to short the fucking Scream stock as far as the franchise surviving as a whole, because things just got dark and twisted. I don't think it'll happen, but I'm just saying, not a good place to be, my friend. But it's a good point.
If I asked you to dance.
Hey, dude, you make a good point, though. Everybody was like, if Nev's here, Scream is Nev Campbell. Scream is Sidney Prescott. And I was always like, dude, we just made a movie without Wes Craven. If you can make a Scream movie without Wes Craven, you can make a Scream movie without fucking anyone. And that is the facts, my friend.
Yeah, well, I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Here's had the sex thing with Jay last night.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, I think that, again, the franchises would be fine, dude. I mean, like, that's like saying Jamie Lee Curtis is the face of Halloween, and without Jamie Lee Curtis, Halloween would be dead in the water. I don't think that's true at all. Like, obviously,
that's
it's
been
true.
Proved. That's
it's not true. I mean, it's not. I mean, I think Halloween 4 is like, damn, dude, it's like up there with Halloween 1 to me. Halloween 4 is.
I do love Halloween 4. Hey, Nathan said we need a room tour at some point.
Yeah, I know. I got to dust and shit, and I'm lazy.
What do you think about Lex Luthor being cast as Nicholas fucking Holt, by the way? Ew, I hate it. Thanks. I hate it.
Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor. Yeah, I swear, dude, they showed a picture of I think Michael Rosenbaum, is that his name? The one that played Lex Luthor in Smallville as the new I think he'd be great. I loved him as Lex Luthor in Smallville.
It's over though. They cast Nicholas fucking Holt, and I hate it.
First off, Nicholas Holt's he's always gonna have the baby face syndrome. He's always gonna be I just don't think I'm gonna be intimidated. I'm gonna be less intimidated by him than the guy Jesse Eisenberg that's just gonna tell me that Superman didn't wash his cape on Facebook. It's just the same. Yeah. I don't know. It's just the same. There's no intimidation.
Mr. Clumps asked if me and you as Loomis wanted to join him and his wife as swingers. I said no. You look like Jeffrey Epstein. I figured to let you decide.
Yeah, sure. I would have joined you if no, you stupid, you dumbass. I don't know. I'll join you in the employment line to help you get a job. That's what we should be doing. I mean, you and your skank wife, no way.
I do want to say one thing before I go. In regards to the Melissa Barrera thing, you got to admit, despite how you feel, and I understand what you're saying about people, you say stuff that, employers can fire you.
Wig.
How the fuck? Answer me this, Greg. How the fuck can Ezra Miller go around choking women, starting fucking cults, doing the crazy shit he fucking did, and he still gets a movie? And the constant stories out of Hollywood coming around like that of these fucking pieces of shit doing piece of shit things and no repercussions whatsoever. And then someone's just like, hey, simple post about something that means something to me that has nothing to do with the movie I'm in, get fired. It's unjust.
I don't know. Look at Dave Chappelle. Look at Gina Carino. I mean, look at a lot of them. I mean, a lot of
Gina Carino said a lot fucking worse.
She posted one thing though specifically, and it was taken out of context, and she was fired for it. Well, Dave Chappelle, another guy, because he said some shit offensively. And
another thing I'll say about Gina Carino is that she started this whole fucking movement about and then she's this whole crazy political thing, and she went deep for it, and she was she was trying to create a brand around this fucking crazy shit. She was, whether you agree with it or not, that's fine. I know that's an
opinion, but I mean, I also think that she posts. Listen, you can say what you want to say. Again, there's consequences for every action. I mean, that's just what it is. That's the world we live in today. I mean, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a shit what you're about. I don't care. I take care of my corner of the world, and that's what I'm doing. But at the same time, if you're going to go out there and you're going to preach and try to do something on a big platform with a lot of followers, be prepared for a fallout, because not everyone's going to agree with you. That's the nature of free speech. You're not going to say everything that's popular with everybody. And there are always going to be people that hate on you. I mean, that's just what it is. I personally don't like to fucking get myself involved in shit like that. I have my beliefs and how I see the world and everything like that. But I don't go on our channel and fucking spout out shit like that. Because Mike doesn't agree with everything that I fucking my worldview, and I don't agree with his worldview necessarily. Yeah. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to say all this crazy shit because I just feel like it and there's going to be no consequences for it. There will be. But do I think that everyone is entitled to free speech? Fuck yeah. But do I think that everyone is also going to get consequences for saying certain things and doing certain things? Fuck yeah. That's just the nature of the beast.
Which is,
it's the beast, Dorito.
You're right. You're right. But it's also why I won't feel bad for the studio if nobody goes to see their fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? Because it does go both ways. It goes both ways.
But if it was a small independent little studio that nobody would fucking think twice about, like if it was like Terrifier, they might have something more to worry about. Scream is a huge franchise.
But there's a solid chance that they end up losing the rights to it. Maybe they don't make the movie, and maybe if they did make it, people would go see it.
Who owns
there's
the rights?
A solid. Spyglass owns the rights, and then Paramount distributes. So I don't know what the power dynamic is there, but it's definitely not. There's no doubt that this is fucking good. This is not fucking good for fucking.
Well, it's never good when any studio is having that they get involved in this. Listen, I don't fucking go to the movie theater to go and have politics or whatever the fuck is going on currently in the world thrown in my face. I don't want to. I want to fucking just go enjoy the movie.
Right.
And it just sucks for any. It sucks for any fan specifically where if it's a studio's fault or one of the actresses or actors' fault, just goddamn, dude, just fucking make the movie, shut the fuck up, and then after the movie's out, then go say what you want to say. I don't know, just do that. It's 6 months or some shit.
But what if we were? I mean, it's just imagine if we were living under a dictatorship. And we lived in a world where you said something, all you had to do was say, hey, I don't think that we should be able to fucking murder children. You know what I'm saying? And then someone's like, put that fucker in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's obviously that's not what's going on here. I'm just saying there is there are gray areas in this shit. Like,
there's
you can't just be like,
yeah,
hey, I don't like bananas. And someone's like, well, I'm going to make sure I ruin your fucking career. Like, I mean, at some point, people go, hey, that's not fucking cool.
Well, it's like
you
if
have
you
the right to
like,
do that,
well, it's like
not
people
cool.
that are they don't like America, and you work for like a fucking Walmart, and you go into goddamn Walmart and you set a fire to the American flag in the middle of the fucking floor. Like, it's my free speech. It's my right.
Yeah.
You're fired, bitch. Good job. Yeah, you're
100%.
your right to do it. That's it. You work for somebody else. They have different, it's not a dictatorship. That's just the nature of a company. They have their own values. If it's the CEO and they own that company and they don't want you saying or doing certain things, don't work for the company. I quit. I mean, it's a free country. Quit the fucking company.
It's all simple stuff, and it gets such a fucking gray area when it comes to all this shit. But anyway, I gotta pee as my main prerogative at the moment. And we, my friend, are at 7:12 p.m. with Gary.
Okay. Let me go up in here. 7:12?
7:12 p.m.
God,
Eastern
you guys
time.
are crazy.
I love it. Almost 600 people in here right fucking now. This is nuts.
God.
I'm gonna touch all your dicks.
Well, you guys are invited to my I'm not, well, I don't think so. We're just gonna have Chinese food tomorrow.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
Did you find it? Did you got it?
No, I'm getting there. That's what she said. But
touch me tender.
What was the name?
Gary.
Oh, it's Gary.
Gary.
Oh, dude. What the hell? Listen, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I squeeze my titties as hard as I can. And I love it. It feels so good. And then I'm like, you know what would be even better? If a dude was in front of me and I was sucking him off as I was squeezing my big juice tits. And then I would be like, please, Greg, come in my mouth. And then afterwards, I'd be like, now let me go ahead and have you suck me off. And then he would be like, no, this was a one-night stand. Oh, I didn't know I was on scale.
Shit,
I got to
pee. Oh, shit.
All right.
My bad. Be right back.
All right. Gary coming in hot and sexy. Thank you, Gary. Says Scream is fucking dead. I don't really care what Spyglass even says, lol. Okay. I don't think it's dead personally. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to have, I listen, dude, like certain movie franchises and certain, like they're just set up. It's too big to fail in some ways. I just don't see how you can ruin, or I'm not going to say that because Disney has ruined several franchises. But I mean, in this specific circumstance, it is a built-in iconic franchise for a lot of people. I just don't think it's going to go anywhere. But if it is, it is. I thought it was, for me, listen, and I know people get mad about it, but I mean, for me, Scream 2 was the last good Scream movie overall. I thought Scream 5, I can't remember that shit. I think it was okay. And then Scream 6 was okay, but I never really got excited about any other Scream movie except for the second one. Even then, I was like, why are they doing a sequel to it? I'm just one of those old boomers, I guess. I don't know. Why are you doing a sequel to this? Jesse Johnson says, the Scream news sucks a butt. Need a drink. So glad you guys went live. Cheers. Hey, man, let's drink together and hold each other in the night. Yeah, dude, Jesse Johnson. I love your name, too, by the way. Jesse Johnson. You sound like a guy that would like work with Jesse James, but didn't really get all the way up to what Jesse James's status was, but you would like hang out with him. Jesse Johnson. He almost robbed a bank. And his best friend is Jesse James. I like it. Thank you, man. The Field of Screams podcast says Scream keeps chasing its final girls away. By the time Scream 7 starts filming, Rosie O'Donnell and Jada Smith will be the main characters. God, yeah. And if nobody likes that, Will Smith will show up in somebody's like the studio room and smack the shit out somebody and not get fired and not lose any roles. So, yeah, you're right. Who knows? Right. Thank you, Field of Screams. I like it. Michael Parton, thank you so much. Says, really don't mean to hurt your feels, Mike, but I feel like Scream needs a break. It's starting to get more and more toxic, and I don't want to mess with it. I don't think you're going to hurt anybody's feels, and their butt cheeks aren't going to get all chapped from what you're saying there, Michael. I think you might be right. Maybe it is time. Who knows? I don't think he's saying that. I think that if you take a few years off, I don't think it's going to hurt the franchise, to be fair. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I love it when more and more horror movies are coming out, but I don't think you're hurting his feelings for it with what you say. Beep, bop, boop. That sounds like somebody when they have a goddamn stroke, but for sure. I want Blumhouse or Platinum Dunes to get Scream. Platinum Dunes, I would be down with. I think Platinum Dunes could do some really good shit with that. I liked. Wasn't it Platinum Dunes that did Friday the 13th? 09. I thought it was great. I think it was Platinum Dunes. Blumhouse. After what they did with Halloween Ends, I'm good. Jaguar Rose. Thank you so much. That's super psyched. I caught a live stream. I love your fucking faces. We love you, Jaguar. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Jaguar Rose. That's a fucking great name. Holy shit. Jaguar Rose. You sound like somebody that would be on the World Tour of Poker. Jaguar Rose has been unbeaten in Texas Hold'em for years. Rhett Davidson, thank you so much, says Mark was really the second killer from Scream 3, and Sid's been married to him this whole time. Focus shifted to Sid. Scream 3 nostalgia. There you go. I know what the fuck you just said, kid, but I like it. Rhett Davidson. I'll let Mike in. I don't know the lore for Scream is fucking blanking in my head, so I'll let Mike answer that. Rhett at 722. But thank you, man. Thunderstorm 99 says Halloween 6 H2O Scream, Bride of Chucky, The Faculty, the 90s rock. Yes, it fucking did. And Limp Bizkit was not responsible for the riots at Woodstock 99. Oklahoma rules. Okay, yeah, well, sure. I like it. Sooners. I forgot there was a riot at Woodstock 99, but dude, the 90s was badass, dude. The 90s was great. Actually, we just had a conversation about that the other day, how the 90s, because we're 90s kids. We grew up in the 90s, even though technically we were born in the mid 80s. But yeah, dude, I thought the 90s, there was something about the 90s that just had a good, like, feel good vibe about it. And you'll never get it back.
Yeah, I miss it.
By the way, at Rhett Davidson at 722, that's more up your lane because I don't know enough of lore of Scream to answer.
He said Mark was really the second killer from Scream 3, and Sid's been married to him this whole time. Focus shifted to Sid. Scream 3 nostalgia. There you go. I like it. If you see, well, I almost gave a huge spoiler. Oh shit! I almost fucked up. Really good just now. I'll tell you this, dude. I don't know. I have to think about and unpack my deep dark feelings in my butt about that. But it's a fun story idea, Rhett. That's a fun, like, that would be ballsy if they pulled that out and be like, he was actually the second killer the whole time. You're a smart guy. You're a smart fucking dude.
Yeah, he's wearing glasses. No shit, he's smart as fuck.
That's how you know. That's how you know when someone's fucking smart.
Yeah,
that's how you can tell.
I know.
And also when they like to see.
And they have a huge cock too. Usually.
Yeah, that's the way. Everyone knows part of your brain's in your cock,
100%.
which is why I'm not very smart.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? What timestamp were you at?
After Thunderstorm 99.
Thunderstorm 99.
So yeah, I was right after him. I don't remember the times. I can't
find it. I can't find you, Himmel.
We'll go back to Rhett and then go down one and then go after that. Go back
is that close?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. We're almost there. Feeling it. In and around the hole. Was Thunderstorm a super chat?
Yeah, and I already got him. It's the one after Thunderstorm 99. There was many a thunderstorm in 1999, and not everyone made it out.
Yeah. Jade Spade, just want to say I got to meet the main cast of Scream and James Jude Courtney at Mad Monster Land, and I've been losing it ever since. That's awesome, cool.
Dude. Yeah, nice. I see you with the Matthew Lillard right there in your profile pic.
I want to meet Matthew. My wife met David Arquette, and I'm jealous. I want to touch his buns. That's awesome, dude. We saw James Jude Courtney. We just fist bumped him real quick when he was leaving the convention that we were smoking cigarettes outside.
I try to forget all of that interaction because I was that one guy. I didn't talk to Doug Bradley once, and he was right there, and I didn't because I was too nervous. And then when we saw him coming out, like Jesus himself walking from the river that he walked upon, and I said, Doug. I was like the worst fucking what are they called? The ones that hide in the bushes and they take photographs.
Paparazzi.
Doug, right here. Come here. Doug, smile.
I stole Doug Bradley's chairs from his booth because they forgot to give us chairs and he had extra chairs, so I took. But don't tell him that because I don't really want him to find that out.
Oh please, no suffering, no tears. It's a waste of good suffering.
Doshi says reboot the franchise again in a few years is my vote. Reboot for Scream just seems it's still maybe I'm just old, but
it's gonna be a hard sell.
You definitely can't. No one's gonna play Stu or Billy or Sydney like that. I think if you reboot it, it's got to be a soft reboot where there's just brand new characters and no one's ever heard of Ghostface before. But you can't. I just don't think you can recast. It's too soon. That's crazy to say.
Well, if you look at Scream, though, but the Scream is a product of its time. The fact that there was no cell phones, there wasn't really any beepers. It was all handheld phones and shit like that. And the idea of a Ghostface existing.
Because remember the phone, his phone falls out when he pulls it out, and he's like, "Check the phone."
Yeah,
but they
had the fucking Zach Morris Scream phones. Like they weren't like they couldn't text or there wasn't like an emergency like anything like that. It was like and the cellular coverage was terrible. But I'm just saying, like, it was a product of its time. Like, it's hard. It's not a supernatural film, so it's really could it be done? Yeah, maybe, but it was. I don't know. It'd be hard. It'd be a hard one.
Chat is saying Christopher Sampson super chat. So I think that means that we missed one. Did we miss you, Christopher? We can't miss. I want to talk to Sampson.
Sampson's the most consistent fucking dude. Sampson said that if we ever do a Dawn of the Dead parody, he wants to play Ving Rhames, and I could think of no one better. Like, he could totally fucking do it.
I'm fucking in, and I'll.
I literally just watched somebody. I watched last night. Which I know that it was probably not real, but it was my first time, like, those channels that say first time watching Dawn of the Dead. And it's like an easy way for me to watch the movie without really watching the movie because they have to skip parts of it. And Ving Rhames is always the sexiest, amazing part of that film. Ving Rhames is badass, dude. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, dude. Fuck them. Or fuck y'all. Yeah.
Better them than me. And we've got the meats.
Can y'all give me the timestamp on the Chris Sampson super chat, please, or just post it? Because I can't find it. I cannot find it. And there's so much
weird that Ving Rhames does so awesome. the voice for Arby's.
Is that Ving Rhames?
That's Ving Rhames, dude. Do you not know that?
I had no fucking idea.
The meats. Yeah, dude. That's Ving Rhames.
That's amazing.
I know.
I love
good
that
for
shit.
him, dude. Fucking sexy ass motherfucker. He's like, you know what? My career in Hollywood, I don't even need it. I got Arby's money. I got Arby's. Welcome to Arby's.
Ismail Vega says, what's worse, the White Horse stuff in H2 or Corey and Inns? Definitely the White Horse stuff. Definitely the White Horse stuff. Easy money.
I mean, they're both pretty disgusting, but yeah, the White Horse shit, like, a unicorn has no place here unless it's in Fantasia. What is it doing here? Like, yeah, the White Horse shit, I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but apparently when you die and you're a slut like fucking Sherry Moon, you get a goddamn unicorn to ride around in the afterlife and like
in the movie, allegedly, guys, in the movie. In the movie, yes. Oh my god, Love
yeah, in the movie. If someone's gonna fucking cry about it, yeah, it's in the movie. Obviously, I don't know Sherry Moon Zombie, the character she plays.
Right. Ultimately, even though it had no business taking over the plot of the movie, especially for what they promised us, I thought Rowan Campbell and the character of Corey Cunningham was perfectly fine.
I just felt he was in the wrong movie at the wrong time.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. I agree. But the White Horse thing that never should have fucking existed at all. Like, no matter what.
I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain.
Nights in white satin.
And that song at that part where you saw the White Horse would have made, like, I'm like, all right, it is what it is. We're already in a shit show. Just go ahead and throw that in there.
Beep bop boop says, there's a Gina Carino fan says, who would you cast as Batman in The Brave and the Bold? Bruce Campbell.
Batman?
Yeah.
Like, are you talking about the new one? Isn't that the new movie?
Yeah, I think they're doing a Brave and the
I don't
Bold.
think he's a Gina Carino fan either because he has the flag upside down, so I don't think that's working. But I will say Batman, if it's a live action Batman or like an animated Batman, I don't like, you have to be more specific, but I would say I'm
Bruce
just gonna
Campbell,
go
either way.
Well, I'm gonna go with Robert Pattinson. Okay, I like the Batman. I like
as the Brave and the Bold one.
Oh, you're talking about more of an older, like a more experienced one?
No, the Brave and the Bold. He's fucking.
Well, Bruce Campbell's like old as fuck, so he's not gonna have that. You might as well cast
collagen.
Ask that. What's that guy that plays Reacher?
Dude, that guy's
that dude. Yeah. Like, just fucking cast that guy.
That guy's huge. You got to watch that show.
Dude, I know. And I saw a trailer for it where, like, he's like, what the fuck's he doing? And he walks up to the dude's like bumper and he kicks it and it like explodes the airbag into his face. I was like, holy shit.
If you were a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger in 90s action, watch the fucking Jack Reacher show. I promise. Forget all that Tom Cruise shit that happened. I love me some Tom Cruise, but forget that shit. Watch that fucking show. There's a new season coming out in December. That guy is the next action hero.
That's the trailer I saw. He like literally walks up with his goddamn like workman boots, his Doc Martens, and like he just like kicks the guy's bumper and explodes. I was like, that's badass, dude. That's cool shit.
That show is kick ass. Baby Boy Blue says, hey, I think this is a new person. Welcome. No, Melissa means you probably won't get Skeet Ulrich. Well, yeah. That storyline is God. And that's the thing, dude. Like, we haven't talked about that at all. The whole lead up with this whole thing about Billy Loomis being her dad and what's that going to mean? Is she going to be able to keep the thoughts at bay? Is she going to become the next killer? They were leading up to something for at least Scream 7 and maybe beyond. And it's dead. It's fucking dead. DED dead. 0400 Ethan. They're all dead.
Yeah, but maybe it's about time. I was tired of seeing Skeet Ulrich show up as like an Obi-Wan Force ghost.
It did run its course.
Like I was like, yeah, okay, I get it at first, and then like, all right, they got to find a way to bring Skeet in, and so he's an Obi-Wan Force ghost. But let's not continue the trend. It's kind of getting stupid now.
True, I agree. And when people were saying, "Oh yeah, they should bring back Stu," but as just kind of like they did with Billy, and I was like, no way, you're really jumping the shark if you do that. No way. Can't do it. But I did like the way that they brought him back. And
there are goats downstairs, Walter. Goats. Ghosts!
Oh, Christopher Sampson. We just hadn't got to it yet, guys. That's all. Christopher Sampson, fly me to the moon like that bitch out Scrampston. Happy Thanksgiving. How are you dudes doing? Scream could do a crossover with A Nightmare on Elm Street. Wes comes back from the dead and saves Horgan. God, I wish.
We talked about that before. I think that the only way that it would really, I mean, I would love it, and I think it would be cool as fuck if you did a Scream crossover with Halloween, actually, and it would make sense if you did a reboot with Scream. Then you could have literally the inspiration for the killers be that they watched this murderer in Haddonfield and they got inspired because they got obsessed with Michael Myers and the case of Michael Myers, and then they start doing like crazy shit in their own hometown, and therefore you have a copycat killer of the Michael Myers murders that took place, and like you have two universes coming together. The Nightmare on Elm Street would be cool too. I just don't know how you do that because fucking Freddy would kill them all before. Like, he wouldn't need them. He wouldn't need to have any help.
Dude, I've always thought too that it's such a sham. It's such a sham and a shame. Cause I'm shameless when it comes to loving you. I think it's a sham and shameless that Nightmare on Elm Street doesn't exist. We're not doing Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
I know,
tie it so easily into any franchise you wanted to. Nightmare on Elm Street versus the Power Rangers. It's a comic book and a good comic book at that. Nightmare on Elm Street for anything that has teenagers in it.
Dad, Dragon Sword time, baby.
Dude, you could put Freddy in Nightmare on Elm Street and you could insert that storyline into anything you want. Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, the movie would fucking work. It would work so much easier than Freddy vs. Jason or anything else because it's just Freddy playing on these teens and maybe these Ghostface killers are out and he starts fucking with them too. It's just
that's why I think ultimately it'd be more food for Freddy. I mean, Freddy doesn't need like two nerds running around that are obsessed with like horror movies. Like he would just kill him. It'd be like that thing in Nightmare 3. He's like, sorry, kid, I don't believe in fairy tales. Like you're not going to be my partner. Like whatever. I think that the idea of it, but yeah, you're right though. The worst thing is right now at this point in time, we're not discussing a Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, Friday the 13th
in the ass, huh?
It's Friday the 13th already coming back with the show.
The TV show, but I mean, like, but the cinema, the movie thing is like weird.
Yeah,
like we don't know what's happening with that.
I do believe that when the show is successful, they will do movies, but we'll see what happens to that. Love you, Chris. You're the fucking best.
Thank you, man.
Gary, problem with Nev is you don't know if it was her asking too much for a small role, but with Melissa, it's clear it's wrong. Even with Nev, I'm not interested. So yeah, and I get that. And there's going to be people who
yeah, I don't know what she was asking for. She might be, for who knows? I mean, I'm not her agent. Do I look like a travel agent? I don't fucking know at all. But it's possible that she was asking for quite a pretty penny, and they're like, "No, we're gonna pass."
Right, and I see what you're saying, Gary. I mean, with Nev, it was about money. With Melissa, it's not. It's about something that seems quite unfair. So, like, but I still don't think a boycott would work. Like, I don't think a boycott's going to stop anyone. Not from the fans. Like, if the fans say we're boycotting the movie, they're just going to wait a few months for this to blow over, and we'll be pissed about something. Ezra Miller will go to another karaoke bar. Everyone will forget about the story, and that's honestly, if you had to ask me what the most likely thing to happen would be, is that they're just going to wait a few months for this not to be a hot topic anymore. Melissa Barrera is going to get fucked over, and the whole thing's just going to move on. Because that's just how it works.
I don't think she was not the face of the franchise. Like Nev was in a lot of ways the face of the franchise. I think people will definitely forget about this whole thing very quickly. In my opinion, if it was Nev Campbell, that had this role coming up that was going to be in Scream 7, and then this happened, and she was the one that had said something on Instagram, and then she was fired. I think then therefore you would have a bigger of a pothole to get through. But this shit, I don't even know. Melissa Barrera, I don't even remember her part that much in Scream 6. Again, I like Jenna Ortega.
She was the main person in the movie.
Jenna Ortega, I thought was good. That was the only good one I remember liking. And then the other ones, the fucking Friends Forever circle jerk, Saved by the Bell, I could give a shit less.
I feel like, well, the story though was, I mean, Melissa Barrera was the lead in Scream 6. I mean, she was the lead.
Well, she was, but maybe my attention was just drawn to Jenna Ortega. I don't know. Maybe because I thought she was good. I don't know. But at the end of the day, as far as Neve Campbell, it's possible that it was definitely a monetary issue. It had nothing to do with anything else except for
so there's not that passion. There's not that passion behind it. Like,
I don't think Neve Campbell really wants to be a part of it. Well, maybe she does. I don't. Maybe it's just like Neve Campbell's like, I've done fucking Sydney for like what, since the first one now up to the fourth one. I'm done with it.
They will easily,
or the fifth one.
Look, I mean, I think the truth is this. The truth is, if they pay Neve Campbell a fuck ton of money right now, and Neve Campbell accepts it, everyone's going to forget about this situation. I mean, that is just 100%. The truth about the situation. But here's where they run into trouble. What if Neve Campbell says no, and she openly goes out and says, I'm saying no for Melissa Barrera, and then Courtney Cox says no for Melissa Barrera, which I don't believe, because Courtney Cox did Scream 6 even with the Neve stuff going on. But what if everyone involved in Scream says, no, fuck you, we're not doing the movie? What happens?
What if the Detroit Lions thing suck? There's a lot of what ifs.
They're 6-2.
No, I mean, like, what if they had won a Super Bowl? When's the last time they won a Super Bowl?
Never.
I know, so there you go.
It could be this year. I hope not. Arrowhead Studio says, hate that they are no longer a part. Thank you for bringing that up, by the way, Jay. They play my Packers tomorrow at 12:30, and I'm dreading it because they're going to beat our ass.
Did you watch I don't follow football, but it was the only time my wife, April, she's from Philadelphia area, so she was all about like the Eagles. They're fucking 8-1, right? Is it, they were 7-1?
Yeah, the Jets beat them. They're the only team to beat them.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, I can't. I lied. She was like, oh, it's not coming up on my TV. I was like, the cable box isn't plugged in.
You lied and didn't let her watch the game?
No, because I was like, you can watch it on fucking like your computer. She's got a laptop. She could watch it on there. I was playing a game.
Dirty motherfucker. You dirty motherfucker.
First off,
I would divorce someone for that.
Well, you know what? First off, she doesn't know the goddamn game. She didn't know what fucking downs were, okay? I had to explain that. I was like, okay, let me tell you something, all right? So that was the first giveaway right there that I was doing nothing wrong, and I was saving myself from having to explain a goddamn football game. Because here's the situation. Why don't you just shut your mouth and let me tell you something, okay? So she's like, I said, I was checking the score updates, and I was like, oh, it's 4th and 20, and who were they playing last? What was the game before? Not Arizona. I don't remember whatever team it was. And I was like, it's 4th and 20. She's like, what's that mean? I was like, what the fuck you mean? Like it's 4th and 20. And she's like, what's downs mean? I was like, first off, I was like, they didn't get a first down. And she's like, yeah, but what does that do? I was like, so it's 20 yards. And I was like, they probably got like sacked or something. She's like, what does sacked mean? I was like,
Jay was like Happy Gilmore when his mom was like, hey, how's your girlfriend? It's like, oh, she's dead. She got hit by a bus. He's like, oh, the cable box is out.
No, I was more like the Ben Stiller. He's like, you can trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Well, no, I mean, the reason why, like, I ordered her for Christmas. She's gonna get her first Philadelphia Eagles like legit jersey. And then she was like, all of a sudden, she's like into it now. I'm like, whatever. I was like, you could name like not one fucking. I look. My favorite team's the Giants.
Are you sure she's not watching?
She wasn't watching it, dude. She fell asleep.
No, I mean this. She's not watching this right now.
Wait. I don't hear anything, so no.
Arrowhead says, hate that they are no longer a part of the film, but I couldn't think of a more perfect time to make a Sydney-centered film and bring in Stu in the Cult of Ghostface storyline. I think, again, I feel bad. I do feel bad. This is a terrible way for it to happen. But if Matthew Lillard was to agree to it and Sydney was to agree to it, if I'm the head of the studio, I'm going, fuck you. And I'm telling whoever's behind me and going, hey, our only choice here right now is to do a holy shit package. And my holy shit package, DEFCON 1, is bringing Stu back and Sydney back. And everyone's going to forget this whole thing as soon as we announce it. And they'd probably be right.
The annexation of Puerto Rico is in full effect. That's from Little Giants, by the way.
Get a text? I think I just heard your phone click. Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, shit.
Tomorrow is sunshine, high in the mid 50s and low in the 30s.
Oh, okay.
It was a weather
update. I thought you were busted, as Johnny Cash says.
Like, come down here. I'm like, shut up. And then I go down there.
Austin says, I want to see a Duke Nukem movie starring John Cena, directed by Tim Miller, Hard R. Who's with me?
Fuck yeah, dude. Nice. That's badass, dude. That's a sexy ass lineup right there. Holy shit, dude. Tim Miller. Yeah, dude, 100%. That would be amazing. How the fuck we haven't ever got a Duke Nukem movie is beyond me. Like, that should have come out years ago.
Yeah, no, honestly, that would be a fucking hit. Now, will the culture of our world accept some guy going out and be like, show me your tits? And like,
jack off to a fucking mirror. I don't care. I'd be like, I want to see it.
Yeah. Well, I want to see it too. That's probably why it hasn't happened yet. They're not ready.
Who's the guy that did it wasn't Tim Miller, was it? The one that did dude, I want to keep on saying
Tim Miller did Deadpool.
No, okay, it's not Tim Miller. Was it James Gunn that did the one with John Cena as a
Peacemaker, James Gunn.
Peacemaker, yeah, dude. James Gunn, John Cena, Duke Nukem. I like that lineup better because I think that James Gunn would get it. I'm not saying that Tim Miller wouldn't. Of course, like, you know, legendary run with Deadpool, but I'm just saying James Gunn has got the he gets these gritty, like, gross out kind of heroes and gross out humor in a way I think that Tim Miller is great at doing, but just not in the same vein as James Gunn. James Gunn, every time he gets able to do these R-rated shit, he feels like a kid in a candy shop. Like, he's like, finally, I'm fucking released. I could do something. Like that. That's what for Peacemaker. It was like James Gunn was like, finally, I don't have to be like, you know, the stepfather anymore with Guardians of the Galaxy. I can finally be like the true father. You are now my child. You know what I mean?
I have a breaking news update, Jay, and thanks to Pop Culture with Pat. Let me share this with you, and let's read it together. I did not look at it. We're going to look at it together. Melissa Barrera just posted to her Instagram.
I feel like we're like covering the election or some shit.
And Wisconsin is up by, first and foremost, I condemn anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. I condemn hate and prejudice of any kind against any group of people. As Latina, proud Mexicana, I feel the responsibility of having a platform that allows me the privilege of being heard, and therefore I have tried to use it to raise awareness about issues I care about and to lend my voice to those in need. Mm-hmm. Every person on this earth, regardless of religion, race, ethnicity, I need to go back to school. Ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic status deserves equal human rights, dignity, and of course, freedom. I believe a group of people are not their leadership and that no governing body should be above criticism. I pray day and night for no more deaths, for no more violence, and for peaceful coexistence. I will continue to speak out for those that need it the most, and continue to advocate for peace and safety, for human rights and freedom. Silence is not an option for me. Again, this is the same kind of thing that she's been saying.
Nazi! Shut up, Nazi!
There's nothing wrong with anything she just fucking said. Nothing.
Yeah, what a Nazi! Nothing. I can't believe it. God, let's now ban her, Elon. Ban her.
Get her off Twitter.
I don't want to see it anymore.
How dare you be reasonable?
Fuck you.
How dare you?
No, it's not reasonable. Reasonable for a Nazi, maybe.
I feel like YouTube's going to hear that word and just stick to us.
No, yeah, fuck
in their algorithms.
Yeah, YouTube. You talk about living under a dictatorship. Me and Mike live under that all day long. That's called YouTube. That's dictatorship.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hey, be careful. Hey, you said it. They'll
suck my ass, ball.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Well, it's good for her. Like, you know, whatever. But you know, they say you still don't have a job. So I hope that you find one and you have.
But also, solace, wrong is wrong, right? Like when Zack Snyder got fucked over by Warner Brothers, did we not do 1,000 streams talking about how much bullshit it was that he was getting dicked over?
Yeah,
it's the
wrong
same thing
is wrong.
For her.
Mel Gibson got fucked over for many a year and it didn't matter.
Right. So, I mean, why is it like, oh, well, you should be careful what you say when it comes to her, but when it comes to Zack Snyder or Mel Gibson or whoever, we side with them. I mean, I feel like she deserves people to have her fucking back in this situation. I think she didn't do anything wrong and she's getting fucked over. She's getting bit right the fuck over. With it,
here's the reality of it. Like, again, advocate for free speech. I mean, it is. I mean, listen, Mel Gibson was a dumbass that fucking got drunk and said some really mean shit. And he never got forgiven, ever. And it doesn't matter what he's done and how many times he's tried to say he's sorry. It doesn't make a difference. Will Smith literally went on stage and smacked a fucking grown man in the fucking face, and he didn't get arrested. Cool. People share their thoughts and ideas all the goddamn time. They're not popular sometimes. Sometimes they are popular. It doesn't matter. The fact is, we live in a society that you work for somebody else. You fucking play by their goddamn rules. And that's just the reality. But I mean, does it suck?
She got fucked.
But everybody gets fucked. We all get fucked sometimes.
Right. But like, that's my point though. Like,
that's it.
How pissed were we when Zack Snyder got fucked?
I mean, I was mad about as a fan, but I mean, personally, I don't know him. So I mean, he's rich. So
sure. I mean, she'll and he's got a lot more money than she does. I mean, he could get canceled for something.
So, as a fan, I was like mad because I wanted to see his vision. But do I have a personal stake in it? Fuck no, I don't. I mean, would I personally go out and say some shit? Fuck no, I wouldn't, because I have a lot of ideas and thoughts that I choose not to share in a public forum because I don't want to get involved in the bullshit back and forth garbage that I would get sucked in inevitably with. That's just the way it is. Yes, calling for a generalized thing, fine. But the idea is this is going on. This is a hot topic issue. I would not do that shit ever, especially if I'm in a position that like in the very, very public eye, I wouldn't do it. And it is what it is. Does it suck? I don't like anybody losing their job unless it's like, like you're a racist or something and you're calling for like, whatever. But otherwise, yeah, it sucks when people lose their jobs. But is it avoidable? Yes.
Maddie, obviously we're behind on this, Maddie, but that's what we're talking about. And thank you guys for calling that out to us, because I guess that just now came out for sure. Ed Boy Movie said, Jay, with GTA 6, I hear the characters age in game.
Well, that's good, because the fucking people that play GTA 5 have aged like 40 years, because that game's been out for that long and people are still playing it. So it makes sense. It would be a reflection of the person playing it. I can't. By the way, guys, would you want to pay that much money for GTA 6? Like, seriously, a real honest to God question. If the game comes out standard edition and it's $150 fucking standard edition, would you really buy that? Man, I don't know about that. Like, I feel like you're getting fucked bad on that one.
Yeah, and by the way, chat, you are right. Mel Gibson said some horrendous shit. We are not by any fucking means saying that Mel Gibson was in the right.
But was he?
He said shit, and he deserved a fucking timeout. There's no fucking doubt.
He took a timeout, but it was like decades. It was decades.
Yeah, and he fucked up real bad, and we have forgiven people for a lot less. Chris Brown beat the fucking living shit.
Mike Tyson
out of, like, was a national treasure in Rihanna, and nobody cared.
So I mean, did Mike Tyson do it? Who the fuck knows? But was he convicted? Fuck yes, he was. Was he like celebrated and made you feel, I feel sorry for Mike Tyson? Everybody did. I'm just saying at the end of the day, listen, I think Mel Gibson's a great actor. I think he's a great director. I think what happened to him was like deserved when it first happened. But when he went out and tried to make amends for it, people fuck up and they say some really gnarly ass shit in private. And he said that in private. He was being recorded and that shit got leaked out. That's what happened. Was it wrong what he said? Yes, absolutely. Nobody would ever listen to the recordings and say, oh yeah, he was right. But at the same time, if the constant humiliation and punishment that he has received, and the fact that his career literally took a sniper shot to the head forever, is that fair? I don't know, man. I think that people fuck up and say and do a lot of bad things, especially in the privacy of your own home, and you don't have the cameras on you. But can you honestly sit there as human beings and say that everything that you do is righteous and just, that you don't do and fuck up at all? And that if it was ever brought to the media's attention, what you do and say in your private home, that you would be like somehow like a Jesus Christ. I don't mess up. I can pass the judgment.
Shit, I tried to click on the wrong fucking thing. And Robert Downey Jr. said it himself years and years ago about Mel Gibson. He was like, this man has hugged the cactus long enough. He's hugged the cactus long enough. I fucked up and people like him were there for me, and you guys gave me a second chance. I think he's done enough to earn it. So yeah, but that just goes right in. Like, it's all up and down. And basically what happened here at the end of the day is facts. The fact is, did Melissa Barrera as a human being do anything to deserve her losing her fucking job and having her life lessened? Hell fucking no, she did not. No, unless you're a fucking hardcore one side or the other about that whole situation. No, she did not. But some fucking rich guy
don't say it like that. That's going to box it in. That's going to box it in if you say it like that. Just don't say it like
what?
that. Like if you're one side or the other, I don't know. There's a lot of nuance.
An extremist on the situation.
But there's a lot of nuance that goes into it. I don't know. I mean, if somebody reads something and they can take it a certain way, I don't know.
I read what she said, and a lot worse has been said, and a lot worse has been done by people who had far less consequences. It's obviously all over the place. But the fact of the matter is, can we do anything about it? No, we can't. But somebody got fucked over because someone who's super fucking high up at Spyglass or whatever didn't like it. And it's the way it is. It's not right. Doesn't make it fucking right, but it is the way it is. You're right. It is the way it is. Wild Willie, Sid got pregnant in high school, gave up the baby before college events of Scream 2. Bastard kid comes back and goes after Sid's kid. Stu knew about the baby and groomed for revenge. That's deep. That's deep,
not bad. That's not bad, Wild Willie. And I can see why they call you Wild Willie, because you'd only have to have a Wild Willie to get that girl pregnant. But
Sid was a virgin.
It does sound like a Lifetime movie, though. It does sound like a little bit like a Lifetime movie. But I mean, it'd be a little fresh perspective. I'd be fine with it. But I'm just tired of fucking like Sydney, dude. Like, I think we should move on. I think we should move on as a group and as humanity. We should move past Sydney. I would say the same thing. Jamie Lee Curtis, let's move past all of it. I wanted to move past Jamie Lee Curtis,
and I'm fine
at Halloween 2018. So,
I'm good with that too. And it's not for Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm just kind of sick of it. With Sid, I'm not sick of her. I just think that like that character's been through so much, to have her keep coming back and doing shit to her over and over again kind of lessens her plight. Like, fuck, it's great. She has great escape Scream in the first movie. For what? So she could just do that for the rest of her life? No, yeah. I mean, like, you want her to be happy at some point. That being said, I still wouldn't mind them going to Seattle and doing one more.
We are in Seattle, Izzy.
Robin Barker says, with Sydney, Gale, Kirby, Mindy, Chad, and other survivors throughout the series, there should be more than enough wiggle room for a great sequel. I'd love for Kevin Williamson to take the reins. I would love that too. And who knows if Christopher Landon's going to last as the director for this. Again, he tweeted out, please stop yelling. This wasn't something, I'm paraphrasing, this wasn't my decision to do this. And then quickly deleted that tweet, which tells me that someone said, fucked you say? And he went, I'm sorry.
Or he was in fear for his job. So it could be one or the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, again,
who knows if he'll even be the director, but I'd love to see Kevin Williamson write it. I mean,
again, you live in a freak. If you don't like the company, just quit. I mean, it's that simple. Maybe he's deciding to quit. I don't know. And Kevin Williamson, it would be cool to see the guy that come back and do the fucking movie. I mean, I don't know. Like, a lot of it's just there's a lot of crazy shit going on right now. With the whole
Andromeda 1741 says Return of Stu equals Melissa Who. that is actually the board meeting going on at Spyglass right now. That's what he has written on the Return of Stu means Melissa Who. You're not wrong. That's how it'd be. That's what it would be quickly forgotten. I mean, it just would be if they announce it. You might see it this week. Gary blah. Nev Campbell caused a blasty blast in my pants.
You should get that checked out. It sounds like a disease, but she did for me too in Wild Things, but not in Scream.
I was watching Knocked Up last night, and you know how they have that Mr. Skin website or whatever, and they're sitting around and they're watching that Nev Campbell thing. He's like, and Jonah Hill's like, another day at the office, and they're just watching Nev Campbell make out Denise Richards.
That was like, dude, the Wild Things. Holy shit!
My God,
my God,
man. The Field of Screams podcast, thank you, says 2 words for the next Scream movie. Corey Cunningham. Yeah, have him come in. Let's
go die in the field of Screams. You liar, whore, with your bullshit.
Liar whore. Jesse Johnson, happy Thanksgiving, Mike. Wishing you lots of handies from Jay specifically is what I want. That's what my Christmas wish is. Jay has soft hands.
Go fuck you, Jesse. You're not gonna say
he didn't wish you happy Thanksgiving.
I know. Well, you can go fuck yourself. You know what? I'm gonna go hunt at your house. I want to put a bow and arrow right through your fucking head. How about that?
Whoa!
Right? Have you seen 13 Ghosts?
Allegedly.
Calm down. Have you seen 13 Ghosts? That little boy.
Oh, okay. Okay. It was a reference.
Yeah,
it's reference to.
Yeah, if somebody's gonna fucking report me for that, holy shit, suck a ball sack and get with reality.
20 minutes ago, Jay was like, if you say shit and you reap the consequences for it, then you deserve it.
Yeah, in a clear contextual fucking joke versus like an actual political statement. You're right.
Ryan Catron, ham or turkey? Dude, it's turkey. Don't you dare say fucking ham, Jay, or I'll come over there and suck your dick.
I mean, there could be consequences for what I say here. I would say both.
Both? I don't need turkey at all on Thanksgiving.
Most people, like, when you go to Thanksgiving, they have ham and turkey.
Yeah. And But like, do you get more ham or do you get more turkey? I go hard turkey.
When mom used to make it, she would. I think we had more turkey than ham, but I don't remember. But I think it was more turkey.
Yeah, I'm more of a turkey. You put the gravy on the turkey. By the way, you're done fucked up. It's not gonna get better than that. I'm not ham.
I'm not a gravy guy. I don't like gravy on my goddamn potatoes. I like gravy on my biscuits. Biscuit and gravy. That's the only time I eat gravy.
So after you came and filmed the other night,
yeah,
I woke up, took the kids to school. I was hungover as shit, man.
I went
to Dairy Queen, got a biscuit and gravy. They put 4 little biscuits on there. They rip them in half and put 4 of them. I ate that whole fucking thing. Went back to sleep until about noon.
And they do the white gravy, which is good.
Yeah,
the white. I fucking hate the sausage gravy or whatever it's called.
I love sausage gravy, but white sausage gravy.
The brown one is fucking gross to me because that's all that is, like leftover grease and shit that they pour back on.
Yeah, and you're not talking about like dark brown gravy. You're talking about when it turns brown because like all the sausage.
But dude, mom would make that sometimes, and she'd be like, "I made you biscuit and gravy." I'm like, "Oh, cool!" Like biscuit and gravy, and I go downstairs and I'd eat it, and it tastes like if I'm eating shoelaces. It's like fucking bland and salty, super salty.
I'm a biscuit and gravy whore, though. I do love it. Lewis Ruddy, hey guys, hope you is good, you sexy chaps. Random, I've been thinking about Matthew Lillard would have been a great Cletus Cassidy / Carnage. Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah. He would have been fine. I think. I don't think he would have been in.
I'm horny for it.
There's something about Matthew Lillard, though. I think he's a great actor, and I think he's done a great job. But there's so much baggage with him when he is on screen. Maybe because he's done Scooby-Doo and he's done Scream, that every time he's like they're gonna like immediately think of that. I don't know. I think they had a knockout with Woody Harrelson, and it was just a poorly written script. I mean, if you'd watched Natural Born Killers with Woody Harrelson, he basically is Carnage in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, and then you have but he was paired up with a great director and a great writing team. And then
I do agree nobody could have saved that movie, even Matthew Lillard.
Huh?
I said I agree that nobody could have saved the Carnage
Lillard,
movie.
Yeah. I think it was the writing was fucking terrible, dude. And I wanted that movie to be so fucking good. But you know, they shot all 4 barrels as quick as they could with Carnage. Like, why did you introduce him that early? Like, you didn't need to.
And with all the CG and shit, it just did not land for me, dude. Like at all, you know. Like it just felt like I watched it once, and I literally can't remember a single fucking thing about it.
I've watched the first video more times than Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's just like forgettable. Andromeda 17th photo should have simply posted they disagree with her. That again, easily. Yeah, the easiest fucking thing. Hey, we disagree with this, and hey, fuck you, pal. Who would have given a shit? Nobody. We could have moved on business. Now we're all fucked. And again, someone did say, of course, I don't think that's what happened. They said maybe they just didn't want her in the movie anyway, and they used this as an excuse. It could be.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I did see that somewhere. But this was like a smoke screen for getting rid of her.
But it's definitely this is gonna piss people off more than just saying we don't like her. Sean Rakanowski, thank you. You have a beautiful name. And
thank you, man.
We're both gonna double team your butt tonight. Adrian Ybarra says, gonna suck not seeing Melissa's cute self in Scream, but am for sure checking out her upcoming erotic horror. Hope it has me reaching for the Kleenex. Is that a thing that's happening?
There you go, Adrian. See, now what Adrian has done
is
he has turned a negative into a positive. Adrian has looked within himself and looked outward and said, there is a silver lining. And I can see this hot ass chick that a lot of guys probably think is very, very extremely hot and watch her do an erotic thriller. Is there going to be some girl on girl? Maybe. I don't know. We're just going to watch and find out. But a Kleenex will be next to me so that I can explore that option if need be. That's a good man right there. Adrian Ybarra is a man that people should follow into war because he knows. He knows.
I don't know. I'm trying to look up and figure out like which movie he's talking about here.
Adrian doesn't need to. He wants to. He's bringing us news. We don't need to look up and know.
Let's just accept it as positivity.
I will accept this. I have to go pee again.
Do it.
I have to pee again, guys.
Do it for Jesus.
I will. I'll march to the Galileans. I don't know. The Galileans. I don't remember if it was in the Bible. Anyway, I'll be back.
Oh, shit tits from Texas Town. Hey, Rain, what's up, dude? He says, unrelated, but which one of you is Turboman and which one is Booster? Thanksgiving movie was awesome. Worth seeing in the theaters. Totally agree with you. We are fucking Turboman together. With Turboman. Put that cookie down. Dude, Thanksgiving. If you guys haven't seen Thanksgiving, I almost spoiled the fuck out of it earlier tonight. Go see that shit. Please go see it because that movie needs a fucking sequel, especially since Scream might not be coming back for a while. So good, man. Thanksgiving was slasher fans. If you don't see Thanksgiving in sequel in the theater, you're gonna fucking regret it, and then we might not get a second one. You gotta do it. Go on Thanksgiving. People go to the movies on Thanksgiving. It's not that fucking weird. It's the one holiday where like go to the fucking movies. That and Christmas Eve. Go to the fucking theater tomorrow after you eat your fucking turkey and you stuff your fucking face with gravy and see Thanksgiving, you piece of shit. Fuck. That actually, they should just release that as the trailer. Like put it on all the college basketball games tonight. Just put me saying that on the trailer and people will go. I know marketing. Gary, my super mic told you was an inside joke. My super mic told you was an inside joke. I don't know what you mean, but thank you. And Trey filmed at it. Good to see you, buddy. He said, hey guys, if Melissa doesn't end up being blacklisted, what horror franchise other than Scream would you like to see her in? Assuming you're a fan. I am a fan. I've been a fan of fucking Melissa Barrera since Scream 5. I felt like she got a bad deal. Everybody's like, oh, she's fucking terrible. She sucks. Look, guys, if you're fucking just try to put yourselves in other people's shoes. They cast her, they announce her, they say this is the next Sidney Prescott. Then they cast Jenna Ortega. Then they cast fucking Sidney Prescott in the movie that you're supposed to be replacing. In the return of the franchise for God knows how many years. She had an impossible fucking task. She was sandwiched between Neve Campbell and Jenna Ortega, who was like just coming on with the fucking fire of 1,000 suns as the newest, hottest actress going on. Nobody could have fucking handled that situation. I mean, that was crazy. And she did a decent job. She just wasn't the leading person as they kind of said she would be. Then Scream 6 comes. She gets her moment to shine. She fucking rules. She kicks ass. Melissa Barrera had a really nice story going for her. And again, I maintain that they only made her more famous by doing what they did. I don't think she'll be blacklisted. I think she'll be just fine. But it doesn't make it right what happened. But I totally, but you know, what horror franchise would I rather see her in? Fucking any of them, man. Any of them. It sounds like she's not going to want anything to do with horror for a while, but I don't know. An original one. Then Thanksgiving too. Let's go Thanksgiving too. Let's say that. Put her in that shit. Let's do it. Adrian, your ball. Thanks, buddy. Second thought, might be best for Scream to lay low for a few. Paramount loses the rights. Mel and Jen return, and Scream 7 is done the right way on a new company. It could be what happens. They may look at this and say, we have soiled. Spyglass may say, we've soiled our name with people. Let's sell it. Let's cut our losses. We made a shit ton of money off Scream 5, Scream 6. Let's sell it. Fuck you. Have a nice day. You didn't want it. Fuck you. Have a nice day. Move on about your business. I just hope that like Blumhouse doesn't buy it. You know, I think they were doing a decent job. I think they had some good shit going for them, and they probably should sell it. I hope Blumhouse doesn't get it, to be honest with you, because I've just not been interested in anything they've been doing lately. They've been putting out some mediocre as fuck PG-13 ass shit. I do not want to see Blumhouse get Scream. Look at what they've done lately. Fucking nothing. Nothing. Five Nights at Freddy's had a built-in fucking audience. You made a PG-13 movie. It's nothing special. They do not need Scream. Wolf Elm Street, I'm back. Need to catch up on some lives. Love you. Love you too, man. Welcome back, and thank you for appearing. Thank you, Sean Rakalaska. This morose motherfucker right here came back with his hat turned backwards. Now he means fucking business.
Yeah, I forgot my "Don't Tread on Me" or my MAGA hat. I only had to settle for the Nike one.
You still did you burn the fucking flag hat afterward? You better not have.
Fuck no, dude. I shot somebody when they did that.
We are at Michael Parton at 823. Pum.
820. Oh, good. Okay, cool. This time, baby, I'll be bulletproof.
I got a pee-pee. See you soon.
Can we please hurry up? Oh.
See you at the party, Victor.
I'll do that. Oh, okay. Michael says next year's Strangers trilogy is going to be an event. It's not working. Oh God, it hurts my head. Have you guys ever Michael? You are correct. Yeah, it's going to be great. Thank you so much, Michael. You guys ever wore hats and like it starts to hurt your fucking head? Maybe my forehead's too big. Probably. Gary says, can you check out that junk man? He found a Comic-Con guy saying disgusting things about Jason David Frank. Like a video or something? I don't know. Like they post on YouTube? I don't Jason David Frank had some issues, man. And you know, it sucks that he's gone, but I know that he and Austin St. John had a back and forth, and then the way that he handled that thing with Jean-Claude, I never really appreciated that. But if that junk man, if that's a YouTuber or something, I don't want to do that kind of stuff, like, you know, call out people for whatever. But okay, I get what you're saying. The Comic-Con guy. Maybe we'll look into it. I don't know. We'll see. Ed Sadler says, just bring back Stu and have Kirby hunt again. Yeah, I mean, that's a simple solution for a simple time. Good stuff, Ed. I like it. Moda, sup, sexies? I'm back and ready to get weird. Okay, pull out your anal beads. I mean, what? Personally, I think they should do something new with the Scream franchise. Would you guys like members of the Core 4 be brought back or all new characters? Personally, I think that the Core 4 is over and done. I would just rather have something new and different with the franchise completely. But that's just me. I think that Mike is either or. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Moda. I think that some injection of some new ideas is needed, definitely. So thank you, Moda. North Star Company says, you guys are awesome. You're awesome, North Star Company. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the super chat. You're lovely, and we can't wait to see some more of you. And then Beep Bop Boop says, variety say Nev and Dempsey are wanted back for salmon. Okay, there you go. I don't know. I don't follow the Scream news that much, so maybe Mike would know more about that than I. But okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Joe Bob says, thank you so much. Says Kevin Smith confirmed last week that executives pitched him Jay and Silent Bob crossovers with Halloween, Children of the Corn, and Hellraiser. Smith said Ben Affleck was interested for the check. Let your imaginations run wild. Man, that would be pretty fucking cool. Now, to be fair, it kind of has that vibe for me. I could see it for Children of the Corn and even potentially Hellraiser, but not so much Halloween, because I feel like introducing a crossover event with comedic characters like Jay and Silent Bob is basically saying that the franchise is no longer viable, that there's not much they can do with it any longer. So they need to have this new angle like this, like the comedic side of it, to make it like popular again. Like kind of like when they do a versus thing, like Freddy versus Jason was pretty much a signal to the world, even though that movie was fun as fuck and I did enjoy, that they had run out of ideas. They didn't know what else to really do with the characters, and they kind of wrote them into a corner. So whenever that happens, it was pretty much a death knell into the franchise at that point. So I don't say so much about Halloween, but Children of the Corn and Hellraiser, I would think that would be hilarious. Hellraiser, I was not and I've watched it since we reviewed it, the Hellraiser on Hulu. I was not a huge fan of that film. They did some interesting things, but they fuck with the mythology too much. They fuck with the backstory too much that I didn't appreciate. I know that they relied heavily on some of the more true to book Clive Barker isms to it, but I just feel like it didn't live up to what I was expecting, in my opinion, and I feel like they could have done better. And to be fair, I thought Judgment was pretty good. I thought the guy that they got to play Pinhead in Judgment was pretty decent. And I would have really preferred a sequel to that than what we got with Hulu, but that's just my opinion. But thank you so much there, Joe Bob. Michael says, hey guys, I wanted to say hi, and Stu lives. You're a liar. Also wanted to say thanks for doing my review on Howl. I'm officially a Biscuit Boy. You're welcome, man. And thank you so much for being a Biscuit Boy and coming on in. We appreciate having you. You're very generous. Thank you so much. Jaguar Rose says, Mike, I agree 100% with you about Melissa Barrera. The studio crossed the line firing her for expressing a totally reasonable opinion. Love your fucking face. There you go. So Mike's got a fan with Jaguar Rose. Good stuff, Jaguar. Thank you so much. Adrian Yabara says, feel like the fans are much more shaken by this news of Jenna and Melissa than when Nev left. Scream's been blessed for 6 films of continuity. Well, damn. Yeah, for the most part. But you know what? Sometimes a shakeup is needed. Maybe this is a sign of the times. Maybe this is the push that it needs to get away from the core of the continuity, I guess, and move on to something new. But yeah, thank you, Adrian.
I know what girls want. I know what guys like.
We're at a Joan Scalafini at 8:40.
Hey, fucking shout out to you fine folks tonight. Like, so many people in the chat tonight, hanging out, doing the deed. Feels good. Thank you guys so fucking much. I'm scooting. Do you want to have sex after this?
Yep.
Okay. With me?
Nope. Yep.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Can I watch? Mota.
No, we're at Joan, 8:40.
Shit. Fuck. Wait, what? Oh, there was 2. That's what got me slipped up. It's got me all fucked up. 8:40. Oh shit. We're way down there. Look at you. Oh, I'm way in the wrong hole.
Boom.
That happens about 3 times a day.
I like it.
Oh, fuck. Joan! Jay, I'm with you. I would get fired if I said anything like that.
It's true.
I don't think you wouldn't get fired for saying that in 99% of jobs, man. Like what she said, you would 99% of jobs would not fire you for that.
It depends on the job. It depends on where you're at. I don't know. It depends on the profession, I suppose. If you like, I don't know, man. If you have a decent following and you're working with a studio and you're trying to bring a new movie out, I mean, I feel like it's common sense, dude. Like, I mean, yeah, maybe not if you worked at Walmart. Possibly you're not going to get fired, but who the fuck knows, dude?
Would you get fired for saying something bad or controversial at any job? Yes. My point is just, you're right. Like if you say the wrong thing that you're not supposed to say, you would. But if you look at what she said and you read what she said, there's nothing wrong with what she didn't say anything. Like she didn't say anything controversial.
But that's the way of the world. Anything that can be, that's a context that anybody can interpret, and they're going to take it another way. I mean, that's just the way it is.
That's like saying if I say I don't like socks, I could get fired, and it's right. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's also an at-will world.
Are they in their rights to fire her? Yes, but does she deserve to get fired for what she said? No. She didn't say anything. She literally didn't say anything wrong. I think what did she say that was wrong?
I don't know. Specifically, I wouldn't have fired her, but I'm not the guy that fucking runs the company, and I don't know if he got triggered by something that she did say or offended him in some way. But I would just say, don't piss off your boss. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if there was like a warning or if they said, "Hey," I don't know. I don't know the context. I just know like what she said. Well, can you legally get fired for it? Yeah, that is.
Yeah, cool. Well, I would just say like if anything like hotbed shit's going on, just stay the fuck out of it. I mean, I would. I mean, right now I would. Like, yeah, you can have your private beliefs in your conversation with your friends and whatever, but like posting shit for everyone to see, it's possible that it's going to be taken the wrong way, and that's just the way that we live. I mean, that's just it. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
I agree with JK. I think Jay and I both do. Let's just move on from this because that's like it's a whole it's a.
You believe in JK rolling?
JK Rowling. Now we fucked up. Yeah. Adrian said, got a feeling Lions are due for a loss tomorrow. Buddy, I hope fucking so. Packers play Lions 12:30 tomorrow. I told Katie, we're not doing dinner till like 4. I was like, I'm probably going to end up drunk tomorrow because the Packers play that early and then dinner's not till 4. Shit.
Oh, so they got the Thanksgiving nod.
They're playing Detroit in Thanksgiving. So
they're playing it in the turkey's ass.
Yeah, it's a dark place to be in Texas. I hope you're right, dude. They're favored by 7.5. God damn it. Mota, what was y'all's drink of choice growing up, and what's your most memorable bar story? Ooh, that's a loaded question.
Well, Mota, I will say that because I'm looking at your profile pics, it's been nothing but for me supplements and dietary value that I make sure that I drink like drinks than shakes that I can work out with. And then as far as memorable bar story, this one guy was picking on this girl, and I looked like you in my dreams. And I said, leave her alone. hey, you get your damn hands off her. And then he left, and he was like, he reevaluated his life. No, my drink of choice going out or growing up, it's always been Michelob Ultra for me. I mean, me and Mike have switched over. Well, as far as like casual beers, I mean, we did Miller Lite, Coors Light, Bud Light, but for me, Michelob Ultra always is like sexy and fine to me, and that's why I liked it. But and there's memorable bar story. There's multiple. It would take too long to. There's a fuck ton of them, dude. I don't think there's one that's. Yeah, I got a lot. So
yeah. So some great bar stories for sure. I'll say my drink of choice overall probably has always just been whiskey and Coke. As my adult age, it's more Makers and Diet. But whiskey and Coke's always probably been my go-to more so than anything. There was a time in my life where I drank a lot of Amberbach. Not good for your stomach. Won't recommend it. The bar story I'll go to just off the top of my head is that one time we were with Heather, or I was with Heather at a bar, and we're walking out, and it was this fucking college bar with all these fucking snooty kids. And we're walking out, and this guy comes up to me and goes, "Hey, are you with her?" And I was like, I'm up against the bar trying to just leave. And she's like, "You ready to go?" I'm like, "Yeah." And we weren't, it wasn't, I was not with her. We're friends. But I was leaving, and he goes, "You with her?" And I was like, "Huh?" He goes, "Are you with her?" And he like put his finger in my face. And I was like, no. I was like, take your finger out of my face. And then he like poked me in the chest with his finger, and he's like, "Are you with her?" And I all I did was take his hand. I was like, "Dude, get your finger out of my fucking face." And then like he said something and like made a move towards me and started to do it again. And I was like, "Okay, if you want to fucking do this, we'll fucking do this." Like I turned into a fucking asshole. And then as soon as I responded and got pissed, this dude just comes over, picks me up. I mean, the security guard, because I guess he thought I was starting shit, which I wasn't, picks me up and carries me. My feet are like 2 feet off the ground, throws me literally out of the bar, and my shoe fucking came off. Because I had those boat shoes that I was wearing. I don't know why. It's like those slip-on shoes. My shoe came off, and I was like, "Can I at least get my fucking shoe?" And then like before I could even say, "Can I get my fucking shoe?" My shoe came out of the crowd and hit me in the face. I was like, "Can I get my?" Oh, I just fucking hit the ground in front of me, and I was like, "God."
It reminds me, like like the reason why that story is funny to me is you probably look like that kid in the fast food restaurant in Half Baked. He's like, "Fuck you, I'm out." And he throws that burger, and his head goes, "Oh." He goes, "Oh." Like it hits him. He's like, "Oh."
That's kind of how it was.
And he looks around. He's like,
go,
"Oh, what happened?"
I had to call Katie. I was like, "Can you come pick me up? I'm downtown." I just got kicked out of the fucking bar. Heather didn't even fucking follow me out. She thought I started it too. I was like, "I didn't start shit. I was just trying to leave." But yeah, dude, the fucking shoe just went. Oh.
That's funny ass shit right there.
Oh, it sucked. That was not a great night. But yeah, we've definitely got more of those. And like Jay said, check out the Patreon.
There's a fuck ton of them, dude. Like, I mean, I don't want like they would take too long to explain, but yeah, there's quite a bit. I don't know. I think that says a lot about us, maybe me specifically, because I got a few. It's like you're a goddamn loser. You hang around like you're a barfly, dude.
not so. To be fair, not a lot of them are recent, but we.
No, yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
Ed Sadler says the game this Saturday, OHIO, fucking Ohio State, Michigan, Saturday. Holy shit.
Let's go, Wolverines. Let's go.
Hey, shut your fucking mouth, bitch.
I love Wolverine. He's my favorite Marvel character.
Piece of shit. Fuck Michigan.
Fucking Buckeyes. What the fuck is even in that? Like, what are they on baseball walking around?
It's a contentious fucking weekend. Jason Carpenter, Jay, are you drinking Michelob Ultra?
No.
Of course he is.
No, it's not. This is a cougar bait IPA.
By the way, Jay, we have an unboxing coming out very soon. Jay came over the night. We filmed some Patreon reviews. We filmed an unboxing that'll be coming out on the channel soon. And I did get Jay to try Cougar Bait, which is an American blonde ale. And I feel like you like that a little more than
it's like, what do you like better, the gas chamber or the electric chair? I guess the gas chamber seems okay because I don't want to ride the lightning. I mean, it was like better than what I've had as far as recent IPAs or the bullshit that I've had to try before. But yeah, it's not that good. That was the unboxing was, by the way, we got some hot sauces on that unboxing, and I took one, dude. I forgot to tell you this. That bottle I took home. I tried it. I put it on, like April made some like baked chicken and shit last night, and a baked potato, and I put that bitch on that baked potato because I like hot sauce on baked potatoes. Dude, my asshole has been nuclear for 2 goddamn days. Yeah, dude.
And
Like I thought it was the
one.
weaker. I thought it was the weaker dude, but I think they lied. I think they squeezed in some Trinidad scorpion peppers because my butthole has been like a nuclear sun for like 2 days, dude. You know, like that character in Superman 4, Death to Superman, where he's like all like sun. Like that's how my assholes felt like all day. It burns.
And Jay took the light. This guy sent us this whole like 5-pack of hot sauces, and I tried. What was it? It was like Jocola mixed with ghost pepper, mixed with something else.
Trinidad habanero pepper and ghost pepper.
Yeah, and I put that shit on some crackers, and I went to eat it again. Jay was like, "Stop!" He was like that girl at Breakfast Club was like, "Stop."
Yeah, you were doing a lot, dude.
Yeah, I was okay. I had a couple hot shits. It wasn't the worst though. It was all right.
Dude, yeah, it got me.
I'm gonna probably put some on my turkey tomorrow. Mr. Clump said, "Hurry up, finish the show. I gotta go watch Good Burger 2, my boys."
Yeah, you do. Fuck yeah, dude.
Chelsea make Good Burger 2 over Scream. That is out.
Almost a Good Burger.
Good Burger 2's out.
I know.
It's on pair. I don't give a shit. Good Burger 1 wasn't even fucking good. Like I enjoy like what it meant to our time. But like, did you ever watch Good Burger and have like a fun time?
Fuck no, dude. I watched it because I'm like, this is all that. Like that was. I didn't care. As a kid, I watched it and I was like, yeah, that's fine. I had no desire ever going back and watching that fucking movie.
Yeah, the first movie wasn't even good. It was just like a staple of our time there. I do like the one. It's like he's like, you better watch your butt. He's like, how do I watch my own butt? He kept trying to look at his butt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good because it gives what was it, Kel a chance at employment because he's been out for a while.
Yeah, it's just true. Michael Parton said there's still the GP parody cream for me. Granted,
you don't want to put ghost pepper or cream parody. You don't do that.
Cream.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know, but I do love you, Michael. Christopher Nixon said my Thanksgiving dinner is going to be KFC. No turkey, but still a bird. NFL and extra crispy. Happy Thanksgiving.
I like that, Christopher. You know what? That's a simple man with a simple objective, and he has a simple idea for how he's going to spend his Thanksgiving, and I appreciate and I like that too. But by the way, I didn't I thought KFC was closed on the givings of thanks.
You better rethink your plans, Christopher Nixon, because he might.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting that, dude. That's literally why I'm getting Chinese tomorrow, because I think that like a lot of the restaurantes are closed. I wanted Mexicana tomorrow.
I tried to get you Horace to come over here for Thanksgiving dinner, but you didn't want to. You said no.
I can't.
You said no. I don't go to people who like Scream's houses on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
it's actually what you said.
It gives me heartburn and indigestion.
But fucking Golden Corral, I think, is open on Thanksgiving. If you want to go have
Cracker Barrel's are fucking open.
Yeah, you can go have a feast in it.
Hey man, but listen, if I came to your house for Thanksgiving and all you had was like a couple of buckets of crispy, amazing KFC chicken,
I wouldn't complain.
I'd be like, dude, this is fucking great. And you'd be like, oh, what side you got? I'm like, I got macaroni and cheese. I got that mashed potato. I got that gravy. I got that green bean action. Yeah. I got them biscuits.
Yeah.
I was like, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. There's nothing wrong with that.
No problem with whatever. Thanksgiving's just about food, man. It doesn't matter what kind. Eat it the fuck up. Order some pizza.
Like,
it doesn't matter.
I was like, what are we celebrating that shit for? Oh yeah, some like Native Americans, whatever. I don't fucking care. Like I was like, I don't fucking care. Like somebody broke they like shared a corn cob one time.
This is about getting fat and having some.
And then you're gonna get fatter because you got Christmas dinner right around the corner.
Yeah. With that, and that's more of a I like lasagna on Christmas. Like some people do ham, we do lasagna, which I think is way fun.
Actually, is lasagna your favorite Italiano? Lasagna might be my favorite. No. I take that back. I take that fucking back. Let me think. Let me cook. Not lasagna. It's gonna be fuck. God damn it! Now I can't think of it.
Pasta.
Well, it's a pasta, but I don't remember.
Spicy pasta?
Risotto?
Spicy sausage pasta?
No. What the fuck's it called, dude? Not lasagna, but it's like noodles.
Rigatoni?
No, it's not rigatoni. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Beefaroni?
Lasagna is good.
I do like lasagna. Arrowhead Studio said Variety posted that the studio apparently has a wish list for Nev, Patrick, and Courtney. Hopefully Matthew Lillard will be soon. What? Did they say that? Shit, that fucking be wild. Like, it came out in Variety. They're hoping for Nev, Patrick, and Courtney. Dude, I've been fucking saying, I've been saying way before this that they could just do a one-off and focus on Nev and Patrick Dempsey for a movie. They better give me some fucking goddamn money. All right? This is the 7th time that I've come up with something they've done it.
somebody who knew somebody that was a cousin of the guy that heard that from somebody was outside of the visiting center in Tennessee and may have heard Patrick Dempsey fart in the bathroom, and he had said something about possibly returning to the Scream franchise as a
goddamn hot dog.
By the way, it was baked ziti. Baked ziti is my favorite Italiano.
That's good shit. Lots of cheese in that. I made pizza sandwiches the other day, dude. Fucking you wouldn't believe it. It was so goddamn good. Jonathan Gerardo, thanks, buddy. Says, hey, fellas, buenas noches, motherfuckers.
Hello.
Mike, favorite kill from Thanksgiving? Favorite? Oh shit, dude! God damn it! You put that on me real fast, and it's fucking.
Is that do you think that movie's? Do you think that movie's available on the seas?
It is not in great quality, but it is. I only know that because for the spoiler review, I caught up on some things.
Okay,
I know.
But like, what do you mean, like quality wise though? Like, how bad?
Great. It's fine.
Do you get the slot machine ad?
Yeah, constantly.
Dude, that's with the chips. I've literally watched stuff on the seas before, and like it's been like a really intense moment. It was like, hi, oh, we put shit in the blender.
And the crowd goes, ah,
yeah, and they don't like, oh, a blender.
You guys fucking put a heart in the chat if you know what the fuck we're talking about, because that's
like,
so true.
I remember, dude, it scared me so fucking bad because it was a horror movie and we were gonna review it, and I was late. I couldn't get to the theater, but I watched it on the seas, and dude, it was an intense fucking moment. And those cocksuckers picked that one specific moment to be like, ha, woo, ah. And I was like, yeah, I love fucking sluts. I love sluts.
If you know, you know. Yeah, no, it is on there. It's not the best quality, though. I do recommend seeing that one in theaters. It's fun. Dude, can I tell a story real quick, you guys? Does anybody mind if I tell a quick story?
No! God damn it!
I went to see Napoleon yesterday by myself.
Oh, Dynamite Part 2?
Yeah, I wish. No, it was actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed it.
I thought it would be good.
But dude, it's a fucking comedy. Like, it's funny as fuck. Like, you'll laugh your ass off. Dude, at one point, Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon walks up to the Brits and he goes, "You think you're so special just because you have boats?" He runs out of the room. It's fucking hilarious. But I'm in there, and I had two of the worst people you can have in a movie theater. I had the laugher, the guy that, like, dude, anytime there was even a second of where someone would make a funny look or do anything, he would go, just dead silent theater, and this guy was going, and just like a scream laughing. And then the dude next to me, every single time anything of note would happen in the entire movie, fucking silent theater, you're sitting there, he would go, huh. 5 minutes later, someone had me go, huh.
Inaccurate. Like, my history book says inaccurate.
And dude, and one dude blew ass. One dude, it was a quiet ass scene, and Napoleon's talking, and he's talking to his wife, and he's like, "I want to be with thy bosom." And he goes, fucking shit.
Yeah.
And right when he shit, the guy that was laughing started fucking laughing, dude. The guy went, and he
good,
went,
I love that. Sounds like a fucking Mingo Hall on a Saturday night. I love it. It's like, what if that guy held that fart in like right before they launched the cannon? If they launched the cannon, it was like all quiet. Anyway,
it was the loudest fucking fart you ever heard in your fucking life.
I heard somebody said that Napoleon was a lot more unintentionally, I'm sure, a comedic performance than it was meant to be. Because I know they were trying to go for like a super serious like biop about this guy, and then it's like,
but it was intentional. Like, you could tell it was intentional because the jokes were like sly. Like, they were making fun of him because he's such a piece of shit. So that's what made it so funny.
So Bill,
Ridley Scott knew what he was doing.
Yeah. So Bill, what you're essentially saying is that Napoleon was a short, dead dude. Well, yeah.
No, they made fun of Napoleon, and Joaquin Phoenix did it so deadpan that it worked really good. But my favorite kill for Thanksgiving, oh god damn it, there's so fucking many. I fucking don't want to spoil anything either.
Why don't you just give away what the trailer was like when he shoves those like corn cob holders into that girl's ear?
Yeah, that was definitely in the fucking trailer. I'll say the turkey basting scene because the lead up to it was really funny in my opinion. The way that he
was it like Silent House or whatever what was that? No, it was Silent House. Would the guy use the turkey baster on that girl?
No, that's Don't Breathe. Yeah, no, it wasn't like that.
That was no.
It's in the trailer because he's preparing her to cook her, and that whole scene was just really funny, and there was a good chase scene involved, and the end of it was good. So I'll say that one for sure. Yeah. He also says, Jay, this is unrelated. Do you playing Hogwarts Legacy, or do you plan to? You guys make my day. You make our fucking day, Jonathan.
I already beat it, Jonathan. God damn, get with the times, get with the now, get the
beat
net
it off.
I already fucking beat that shit. I beat it off, and then I beat myself off too as I beat it. Yeah, I've already beat the game, and I'm never going to go back because once it's beat, I don't have any intention. Did they release DLC? I don't know. I deleted it from my Xbox because I was trying to make room because I was running out of space. That's just like fucking 51 gigs.
They should have canceled JK is what they should have done. She should have got fired.
You should get fired with your fucking mouth.
I'm kidding, by the way, you guys. I'm kidding. I don't know that whole story. I don't even care. Rain137 says, Wham! Legion of Doom. Rob Zombie, Jada Pinkett Smith, Heather Langenkamp, Joss Whedon, Scott Stapp, Jamie Lee, and Steven Seagal, with Jace X leading them.
That's the scariest fucking lineup I've ever seen. I don't even think the power of the Avengers or the Justice League together could take down that.
we should remove Heather Langenkamp from that, because even though her teeth did get on our nerves in the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and I will also take out Scott Stapp, because although we make fun of him, he is a great singer and you can't take that away from him. But other than that,
yeah, Scott Stapp as like the like he'd be like the drummer boy for the marching order when they were like attacking. Like when they were like rushing out to attack a city, like should have been there on a Sunday morning, banging my head. I was doing tequila, snorting off for Titty's hair. What?
Long live Scott Stapp. Jay's going to see Creed. I'm jealous. We might go. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
You said no.
Well, I said, well, it's the day after the fucking another thing that we have to do. So, but I want to go. We might just get lawn tickets and go see them on the lawn. But we can go together.
Can go at least to see.
It's the next day after another
trip. What's the band's name that did that? One thing, just for one thing.
Finger 11.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Didn't they do Paralyzer? Paralyzer's good.
Yeah. I caught a drumstick at one of their shows many years ago when they were opening.
They brought
like
KFC.
Smile Soul or some shit.
It was just throwing drumsticks from KFC bucket. I caught it.
It's fucking the best.
Yeah, dude.
Colton's the best. Colton Candler says, build the perfect Thanksgiving plate. Love y'all. We love you too, dude. Turkey, a deep fried turkey. Deep fried turkey with lots of deep fried turkey skin. Yeah, that shit's good, dude. Deep fried champagne infused turkey. I can have whatever I want. It's my fucking dream plate.
Motherfucker over here talking like he's goddamn Gordon Ramsay and shit.
I had champagne infused turkey once. Tried to recreate it. Could not do it. Absolutely mac and cheese. Absolutely deviled eggs. Absolutely broccoli casserole. Chocolate pie. That's my thing. I love chocolate pie on Thanksgiving.
My perfect Thanksgiving plate would be whatever's free.
That's easy. That's a cop out, you slut.
No, I mean,
mashed potatoes. I forgot mashed potatoes.
I think, you're gonna have mashed potatoes. You're gonna have some mashed potatoes. You're gonna have some turkey. You're gonna have some ham. You're gonna have like one piece of ham.
I'm off.
Because if you have multiple people like that make stuff, you gotta try broccoli casserole for show. Macaroni if they have it, and then dude, you can't go wrong with it if it's done right, like, because you could fuck these up. And I know people are like, what? You can. Green beans can be cooked like really well. No, you can make a really good green bean,
sure.
And then there are like others that are just like they're over salted or they're not salted enough. And then I've had before, green bean casserole is fucking good if it's done right.
That's true.
It's done right.
True.
But I'm not big on the cranberry sauce. I never have been on big. Like, I think that's like overrated as fuck. People like
I'm with you. What are we missing? What are we missing, chat? Because I feel like we nailed almost all rolls. I'll add rolls to the mix. I'll drop those on top. You gotta have to dip in the mashed potatoes in the gravy. You gotta have some of that for sure.
Like, it's basically like just be as fat as you fucking want to, and just build your plate up to the goddamn kingship that you think that you deserve. Yeah, and like you just sit there and you eat like a fucking king.
I don't know what it is, dude. Like, I got this thing about chocolate pie on Thanksgiving. Like, I even asked Katie, I was like, she's like, what do you want? I was like, please get some chocolate pie. Because I remember, and this was more of a Christmas thing, but for some reason they got mixed up when one Christmas I got Resident Evil Nemesis, the one with the big fucking guy, you know, on PlayStation.
There's a third one.
Yeah, Nemesis. And I just have the best memory of just sitting up in my room alone, playing that fucking game and eating shit tons of chocolate pie. So now, like, I have like this weird holiday connection to chocolate pie.
You should play Resident Evil. They remade it. You should play it. You should download it and play it.
Did they remake Nemesis?
They remade 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I might have to fucking do that. I might fucking do that.
You should also do. Well, I would suggest RoboCop, but either way,
I might do it.
I will say the weirdest pie for me, and to be fair, I'm not like an expert on it, but I feel like it's potato pie. Have you ever had potato pie?
No, I don't believe I have. I've had bangers and mash.
It's weird. It's like it's potatoes in a pie. No, it's weird too. I was like this is this is like mashed potatoes, like
in a pie.
Maybe it's sweet potato pie. Maybe it's sweet
potato pie makes a lot more sense. That sounds like a country song type of thing.
Sweet potato pie. Yeah, I'm dumb. Like, obviously, I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. I should have been hanging out with Dolly Parton. Sweet potato pie is what I mean. I think sweet potato pie is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, well, is that the one with like the mushroom or not mushroom?
I think
with marshmallows and shit in it.
No, that's yams. That's candy yam.
Yeah, yams aren't bad. I can eat some yams.
Candy yams is generally a staple for every Thanksgiving plate. Normally, everybody will have candy yams.
You gotta have some of those.
But I don't think they're that good.
Hey, I can I just tell you, I hope everybody has a good fucking Thanksgiving tomorrow. Can I just say that? I hope everybody has a great fucking Thanksgiving. Yeah, and obviously whiskey. Let's put some whiskey in there too. You gotta have a couple drinks.
I hope all you colonizers have a great fucking time.
Enjoy your family, even if you fucking hate them.
And I have Native American in my blood.
He does. That's true. That's a fact.
It's true. But I have no right to speak.
He can say that if he wants to. Jacob with the YouTube. Thank you so much for that, Jacob. You're the fucking tits, dude. I felt once the news of a new director coming in for 7, things were going to go south. You're on to something there. It makes me sad because 5 and 6 were great to me, and I really would have liked to see Sam and Tara's story continue for one more. No blame on the director, though. Love y'all. Jacob, I thought the same thing, and a lot of people were trying to say that no, Jen is definitely leaving.
Go into deep. I gotta take this real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Enjoy your PP. I definitely thought, dude, that Radio Silence leaving to do their own projects. I don't know if it's like you could argue that possibly things were starting to get weird with the studio. They had their own things they wanted to do, but who knows? Like if there's this dude running this studio that's going to do shit like be like fire her from the movie for some basic ass pacifying shit, then you could have had some issues with that. I thought it was weird that Radio Silence decided to leave to do the other projects for sure. So I did kind of feel something a little bit weird about that. I do think Christopher Landon would have done a great job, but you're right. If there was tea leaves to read, that was one of the fucking tea leaves to read, for sure. And again, you're right. It's not his fault, but yeah, something is definitely strange. Something strange is definitely afoot at the fucking Circle K, my dude. It feels fucking weird. And it does. They're so lucky that Scream ended on the note it ended on, because with Scream 6, her dropping that mask, although I really want to see fucking cute boy, Josh Segura and what his character was going to be. There's a lot of stuff I want to see unfold. I want to see Chad in more fucking movies. I could do without Mindy, honestly. I think she should have died. Her character kind of fell off in 6 for me, but I love 6 too. And I wanted to see where that story goes. I wanted to see something crazy happen there. And we're not going to see that now. They're so fucking lucky that 6 ended with a good stopping point. Because technically you could look at that movie and be like, okay, that story's done. Is it really done for us who are invested? No. But story-wise, it's not like they dropped it on a goddamn, cliffhanger or anything. So they're lucky about that. But I agree with you, man. I'm disappointed. We're never going to get that fucking movie. And that sucks. Brandon Fox, stop! Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Turkey over ham. Yes. Especially with gravy. Yes. My grandma makes homemade mostaccioli every year, but she just moved to Florida. None this year. IFE, man. My grandma, she passed away fucking like a long time ago. Like, my daughter was like 2. So like she's passed away like 12 years ago. But man, she used to make the best biscuits and gravy. I will always fucking miss those for sure. I don't know what fucking mastaccioli is, but that shit sounds good. I wish you could have it, my friend, because you deserve it, because you fucking rule. Child of the Corn fucking rules too. This dude's awesome. We met him in person. He's tall, he's handsome, and he's a good dude. He says, "What's good, fellas? 100%. Either you guys seen Richie? Anybody seen Richie?" It also reminds me of Desperados. Like, I'm looking for a man named Bucho. Thanksgiving 2023 was a badass slasher. Love the throwback slasher references, especially Jay's favorite. I know what you did last summer. This situation better not tarnish what Wes and Kevin built. Yes, dude. Imagine how far we are removed right now, though. Like, when they made Scream 5, it was like, oh, it's honor Wes, respect Wes, and Radio Silence fucking, they led that charge. They wanted to make this in honor of Wes. Those people are gone from the franchise now. The people who made that and did the franchise such an honor and kept this movie 6 movies in, 6 movies good. You know, one of those very rare franchises that every movie is good, despite what some people would say about it. The majority of people believe that all those movies were good. It's not in those hands anymore. Things could get dark. They could get fucking gnarly, and it could get to a dark place. I hope it fucking doesn't, dude, but I'm with you. Things are sketchy on the Scream mountaintops right now. But yeah, dude, Thanksgiving 2023. When I saw it, I was like, this is a fucking 90s 2000s slasher. This is so fun because Eli Roth went out and he made a movie that on purpose felt exactly like one of the movies we would have watched in the 90s and 2000s, flaws and everything. But it's funny because when I was talking about it, people would be like, no, that felt like an 80s slasher. I was like, to me, it felt like a 90s slasher. But I think either way, it works fucking great. God damn it. I hope people go see this fucking movie because I don't think it did that great in the box office and we might be fucked. We might be fucked, but I hope we're not.
By the way, this says something. By the way, thank you, Child of the Corn.
I'm gay.
Yeah. Do you guys think, in some small fart in your heart in the universe, that Terminator, the first Terminator, is a slasher film?
Yes, I'm good with that.
I do. I think so.
I'm good with that.
Just
I think a lot of movies.
Well, if you go back and watch that movie in the way that the sound is and the way that the Terminator is, I don't know, man. I feel like it's a slasher fucking movie.
Dude, I think a lot of fucking 90s action movies, if you go back and look at them in the right light, they were slashers.
Well, I mean, specifically
Desperado.
Well, if you look at the music that comes on when the Terminator is stalking, especially at the end of the movie, that shit's fucking scary, dude. That shit's scary. I don't know.
I'm with you on that, though. I love that fucking movie. I wish that...
I have random thoughts when I pee.
It's okay. You're holding a nice dick in your hand, and sometimes good thoughts come to you when you're holding a beautiful, glossy dick in your hands. Gary, basically, he said Jason is selfish for X himself. Everyone is blowing smoke up his butt. Red Ranger is better. I'm glad you're X. You're a butthole.
Yep. Okay. First off, Gary...
What?
Put down the pipe. Stop.
It's time to stop now, Matt.
I don't think the Red Ranger is anything compared to the Green Ranger. You're wrong on that.
Red Ranger fucking kicks Green Ranger's ass.
Fuck you, Austin St. John fanboy. You fanboy.
Twice a week on
First
Sundays.
Off, Tommy was the one that got the Green Ranger power. Then he got the white Tiger Zord power. And
he had all the specials.
He also became a Zeo Ranger Red. And okay, I will give you that Jason became back as a Gold Ranger. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Jason didn't need all that special shit. He didn't need a fucking flute and a green
costume. No, Jason just needed a fucking pyramid to call on as a Zord.
He was badass on his own. He was the OG fucking best Ranger of all time. Didn't need it.
Jason, Green Ranger. Jason was the still your girl. The original.
He would steal your girl. That's true. You'd give him to her too. What? Adrian Ybarra says, Loomis, what's your favorite Michael Thanksgiving memory? That's
when he almost choked on a goddamn bone. And I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. And then the son of a bitch took a bite of mashed potatoes and it washed it down. That was it.
Jordan Decker said, casserole. I said asshole. I heard casserole.
That's fine. That sounds like a drunken moment at the dinner table. Casserole, or I'd be like, asshole, casserole. I'm not gay.
I didn't call you an asshole, Steve. I said pass a casserole. Wolflust 97. That guy wants to fuck a wolf. Says pumpkin pie or apple pie.
Dude, that's crazy. Like literally, April asked me the same thing. Like, what's your favorite? And I think like traditionally, you're going to go with the pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving.
Like I am an apple pie guy. So
apple pie is great. I think apple pie is superior in every sense of the word. But I feel like you only really should eat pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving.
That's fair, but don't tell me your rules. I don't live by your fucking rules, worlds. I'm an apple pie guy. You put a scoop of fucking vanilla ice cream on a fucking pound of pumpkin pie. I'm gonna eat it, and it's gonna taste good.
Pumpkin pie is great if it's done like like store-bought pumpkin pie. Though I think that store-bought pumpkin pie is gross. Like it always tastes like there's something about like if you go to Walmart and you buy pumpkin pie, it doesn't taste like it tastes all like corporate. Like it's all fake tasting. I don't know. Like there's nothing better than a homemade pumpkin pie. Apple pie, I think, can work both corporate. You can get an apple pie from like Walmart or Kroger or whatever, and it would taste similar, in my opinion, to a homemade apple pie. But pumpkin pie, if it's done right, if it's homemade pumpkin pie, like Mom used to make the best pumpkin pie ever, that shit was top notch.
No, you're not fucking wrong. I feel like, I think you're right. I think and pumpkin pie homemade is definitely leagues more better than a store-bought pumpkin pie.
And it smells good as fuck too. Pie. There's something about like when you smell pumpkin pie being cooked, then you know you're gonna have pumpkin pie later. And you watch you pop in Halloween 4. There you go. There you go.
Do you like to eat vagina?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Homemade, store-bought.
Homemade.
Straight. Yeah.
Homemade vagina juice.
I like them all. The best. What's the best pie? If you have one pie for the rest of your life.
Well, I mean, overall, I pick apple, but I mean that like if you're just at like that question, it's just apple pie. Like I think apple pie is superior, but like
with a scoop of ice cream, it's got to have ice cream though.
Well, I don't. Well, like the reason why like even this is happening is because April's going to go get a pumpkin pie or an apple pie, and I was like, it's Thanksgiving, you got to get a pumpkin pie. Even though it might taste like shit, it would reinforce.
Don't forget to get
we're gonna have Chinese food
cream
tomorrow. God damn! So we gotta have something pumpkin-y.
That's fair. I think Kate. I think she's making I think she's actually making apple crumb pie. So it's just like that.
That's good. That's gonna be all crumbly. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be, she's actually home making cinnamon rolls for breakfast tomorrow. Like homemade. I never made them before. It's gonna be fucking good. I'm gonna get so fucking fat tomorrow. I'm gonna come to your bar mitzvah. Mm-hmm. But overall best pie of all time though, I think go pumpkin or chocolate. I'm stuck in betwixt. I don't know which one to pick. Peach pie, peach cobbler. That's good shit.
Oh man, no.
You
know what I used to hate though? I used to hate that what was it called? Not pecan pie. I used to hate it. And I fucking love pecan pie now. I fucking think it's amazing, dude.
Like a thin pumpkin pie. Which like gooey.
No, pecan. Yeah, pecan. It's so fucking good.
Yeah,
pecan is like amazing, dude. Amazing.
Pecan. Yeah. I like
it. Is that like a Thanksgiving thing?
Pecan pie. I think so. Yeah, I think pecan pie.
Yeah, I've had pecan pie on Thanksgiving.
Pecan and coffee together. Pretty fucking tasty, dude. Kyle, hey Jay and Mike, watch Thanksgiving twice. Top 3 movies you like this year. Mine are Thanksgiving, Evil Dead Rise, and Terrifier 2. Rewatch and theaters. Oh yeah, because this year.
Top 3 movies of this year, man. That's I loved Star Wars Episode 2, The Clone Wars. I think they're really gonna do something great with that Hayden Christensen guy. I don't know. I really have to go back and look. So I can't answer you fairly.
It's tough. There's a lot a lot of movies have come out. I have been a little disappointed in 2023 as a movie year. My top 3 though currently stand as John Wick 4 number 1. Fucking kicked ass. My number 2 would be David Fincher's The Killer on Netflix currently. You guys should watch that shit. My number 3 would be Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. None of them are horror movies. There'd be Scream 6, When Evil Lurks, and Talk to Me. But it's going to be interesting to see where it all lands. I'm really hoping
I've been torn on I still haven't rented it because I haven't Talked to Me. I kind of want to watch it, but then I'm like, I don't know, like it looks kind of corny, so I don't know. But then I heard it was really good.
It's fucking it fucked with me. I mean, I'm not gonna because I know if I tell you it's scary, you'll go and be like, it's not scary. I watched it. It's not that scary.
See, you do this every day. Every day. Was it that bad?
No, it really wasn't super scary.
No, actually, you know what? To be fair though, you said what was that movie with the little girl in the morgue? And you like, I didn't think that was scary. And
no one thought that was scary. That was one of my weird ones.
And you like that fucked with me. And what was that movie?
The Possession scared me.
Yeah, I thought that
didn't scare anybody else.
I didn't think it was a bad movie, but I was like, this is not scary. I thought it was fun.
I honestly think if you watch Talk to Me, the characters I think will get on your nerves. They didn't get on mine, but I think they'll get on your nerves. But I do think that you'll walk away going, that was kind of fucked up. I think it'll fuck with you.
This all comes back to the Hereditary argument. I swear to God, it all comes back. Every time Mike does this, it's because
I can't tell you nothing. I have to tell.
No, it's because of Hereditary.
Just like my wife at this point.
It's Hereditary.
I can't tell you when I like things because then you'll act like you hate them.
No. It started with Insidious, but it really cranked up with Hereditary because Mike saw Insidious in the theater. I didn't see it in the theater. He's like, dude, you don't even know what it was like to go to the theater and watch Insidious. And that music that came on, and he was like, dude, you don't even know. And then like Paranormal Activity, and then Hereditary. And then so Mike's like, oh, if I say it's scary, you're gonna be like,
there's something. Like, it's not scary. You know, it's not even your fault, Jay. It's not even your fault. It's not even my wife's fault. It must be fucking me. Because whenever I love something in the world, everyone's got to be like, nah, I hate it. You pieces of shit.
My God.
Yeah, you're in cahoots together.
Well, why don't you go on
cahoots together?
Why don't you go on Twitter and talk about it? Go on Twitter and talk about it.
Katie's in the kitchen doing this to me right now. Just fucking.
No, I mean, okay.
Pieces of shit.
Though, like with specifically, I remember Hereditary, and Mike was like, dude, it's terrifying. Yeah, I didn't go to the theater and see it. But I watched it, and I didn't watch it with subtitles.
Hereditary is overhyped, but it's not as overhyped as you made it seem.
When that kid's head fucking popped off from the light pole, I thought that shit was funny. I don't know, maybe it's just
sick
me.
Bastard.
I thought it was funny as fuck, dude.
Because you fucking Wikipedia'd it before you went.
No, I didn't.
What was gonna happen.
No. The only one I did that for, when you were like, hey, you should watch this, was Paranormal Activity. That was it.
It's a long time. That was a deep cut. I know you. You Wikipedia.
I did not, dude. I did not.
You did not go into Hereditary cold.
Because it was a possession story, and I was like, yeah, it's not that. I swear to God. I swear.
You can pee on my head all day long and tell me it's raining. I don't believe you. You fucking looked at Wikipedia before you watched Hereditary.
No fucking way, dude.
Yes, you
did. I did that for Paranormal Activity. I did not do it for Hereditary. I swear to God, I did not.
You fucking liar.
I didn't, dude.
I swear to God.
I didn't.
To be fair, I don't think Hereditary... If someone's like, Hereditary's a little overrated, I'd go, yeah, you're probably right. But
it's not on the level. I think it's a good movie.
Jay, though, and if Jay watched Hereditary without any noise and he just was like, oh, I'm on TV and turned that shit on, Jay would be calling me in the middle of the night going, dude, I can't fucking sleep tonight. I just fucking watched Hereditary.
So
but because I recommended it, Jay's like, I wasn't that fucking scared.
That wasn't, dude, like, listen,
you motherfucker.
I don't think it was like, people were like hyping it up to be the next Exorcist movie.
It was overhyped, yes.
I was like, all right, come on. Like, the bitch, like, gets on the ceiling and bangs her head like she's at a Motley Crue concert. to get into the attic space. Like, you know, the part that actually freaked me out, there's two parts. The part where the mother is in the room watching him sleep, and then she goes like, and there's no sound or anything. She just like moves like ghostly. And then when she's on the ceiling, I'm sorry, when she's on the ceiling part is when she's in the room, but when she's in the corner and she goes, and she runs at him after he sees an old man with a dick like appear in his doorway. Like, that was weird. Like, I'm not gonna say that wasn't weird, but that kind of freaked me out. But overall, I just feel like it was like, I don't know.
You should watch it tonight alone in your room with all the lights off and tell me.
Okay, and then I'll be like, all right,
film it. Film yourself watching it with the headphones on alone.
And everybody would watch me fall asleep.
You motherfucker, you. Big Blue Elo 80 says Scream 7. What the hell are they gonna do now? Yeah, dude, I don't fucking know.
I love his profile pic too, because like I feel like that would be Spider-Man asking that question as rain is pouring down, and he's just like, oh, what
the hell are we gonna do now? Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. So we put a gun in my head. Guess the fucking future of the Scream franchise. I would say this. 3-4 months pass, they let all of it waft over. Maybe the stuff that's going on in the world calms down, and then they just come up with an announcement. Nev Campbell and we're gonna focus on Nev Campbell and Patrick Dempsey in Seattle. That's my best guess right now.
Or it could be like Matthew Lillard is returning. So
they won't announce that. Well, maybe they will. But yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think or
fine.
They may even take Chad and Mindy and put him up there and put him in a movie with Nev in Seattle. That could happen too. We'll see. Dark Knights, though. Not Dark Knights in Texas for the Scream franchise, my good man. You're correct. John of the Corn Cobs of Knights. Blessed Thanksgiving weekend. Blessed Thanksgiving weekend to everyone. Much love. Hey
thank you, Child, man. Thank you, Child of the Corn. You're awesome, dude. Thank you, man. Blessed Thanksgiving to you as well.
Unto you. Bumblebee tuna.
Unto you.
Bumblebee tuna. Jossie Russell, who from this angle looks like he's fingering a man's butt while eating a pumpkin pie and wrestling. We don't do Thanksgiving in the UK, and my fat ass is so jealous and hungry listening to you guys talk about that pie. Eat some for me, homies.
Hey, man, who's to say, UK brethren, UK brother that lost the war, you can still enjoy our fruits. You can still enjoy our fruits. We were former colonists, and now we're not.
Nuts.
But we're still brothers across the pond. So, Joshy, you can have a fat fucking Thanksgiving. Just say, I'm going to celebrate a holiday that my American brethren celebrate.
Yeah. Don't be a fucking
By the way,
xenophobe.
You look, actually, his profile pic looks like something that would be like captured in like the Conjuring house.
I can only see the tiny dot, dude, but it literally looks like he's going, watch me finger this dude's
butt.
Dude,
like the way he's got like makeup on and he looks like pointing at something. He looks like, like when Specs and the other guy were like taking photos in the house in Insidious. And like, you'd be like,
I can see it. Yeah. I can see it. Hey, Joshy, don't let the world's rules of the country you're in stop you from what you want to do. Go to fucking Taco Bell or Biscuit Bell in the UK or whatever it's called. Tea time, and just order everything off the menu and just stuff your face, watch some fucking football or soccer, and then pass out. And
to be fair,
you've done Thanksgiving
for Americans anyway. And I'm speaking for myself, but isn't it kind of shitty on Thursdays? Like it's Thanksgiving, I get it, but like, can we not have like a fucking like a Taco Bell open or a Mexicana Restauranta open? That's bullshit, dude. It's fucking bullshit, dude.
Feel like a lot of Mexican restaurants are open on Thanksgiving.
No, they're not. No, not mine. Not mine. Not mine.
No, not there.
Nope.
No, I'm surprised. They would probably do
I want to do. You know what I want to do?
Golden Crow's open, Jay. Just go to Golden Crown.
I'm not going to that fucking goddamn hellhole. I'm saying,
go to the smoking section.
I want to go. I wish if there was a smoking section,
you fucking be sitting there with your little coffee cup.
If it was like Golden Corral was the only restaurant in America that still had a smoking section, I'd be there every fucking weekend with my bingo club. But no, I mean, to be fair, I wanted to get my nacho fajita Jalisco and put that new hot sauce on it. Like a couple of dabs, nothing crazy, dude. Because here's the weird thing. My asshole is like a nuclear fire right now. But dude, it's so addictive. It's so good. That sauce is good as shit.
Dude, you could have come over here. We could have split a fucking 12-pack of McUltra. We could have fucking, I'd have eat your butt out. We could have had all the fucking Jalisco you wanted. It could have been great.
No. There's no Mexicana restaurant to open.
I'll make you Mexican, honey.
Shut the fuck up, baby. You don't know what the ingredients are.
Adrian, it's fucking taco shells and goddamn meat. That's all that shit.
No,
and cheese.
No,
it ain't a fucking goddamn
dude. You know what?
national treasure.
Hey, I swear to God, dude, I'll make you loaded French fries if you make me your version of nacho fajita. Let's go.
That's bullshit. All you need for fucking French fries.
No, I got a technique, dude. You don't have no idea, dude.
Some sour cream.
You remember tacos
cheese,
too?
maybe chives.
No. You remember tacos too?
Yeah.
I got that shit down to a formula.
I'll just go talk too.
They're not around anymore.
Well, that's not true. They have one in Lexington.
That's a Taco Tico
through the drive-through.
That's a Taco Tico. It's not the same thing.
Adrian Ybarra said, "Better, funnier series: American Pie or The Hangover." Ooh, that's tight. It's tough. I'm gonna go American Pie personally.
Yeah, American Pie. I think American Pie had more time. Yeah, Hangover. It's great. I mean, I think Hangover 1 and 2 are the best, and 3 is kind of like.
It's the same shit. Yeah,
it's not bad, but I mean, I feel like American Pie actually went somewhere. like it actually had an ending or something.
And it felt like a staple. Like Hangover was just like, that's a pretty funny movie for that day. John Decker said movie recommendation: The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Dude, we reviewed it. I'm pretty sure we have a review. That fucking movie kicks ass.
That's a good one, man.
Emil Hirsch, also canceled by Hollywood. He's doing movies with Mel Gibson, just like Melissa Barrera is probably about to be doing. Emil Hirsch was badass. Brian Cox was badass. That was a good horror movie. Andre Overdahl? No, not Andre Overdahl. Fuck, who directed that?
The Autopsy of Jane Doe is like when you watch it, you're like, fuck, I didn't even see it coming.
Yeah,
because it fucks you up. It's kind of scary. Like that actually scared me. Like that actually creeped me out. That movie. That one creeped me out. And the one that where the police, when they're trying to close up shop and they're moving all the equipment from the old precinct. You remember
Last Shift? The Last Shift?
Last Shift. That one fucked me up too.
That was a good one too. They remade that for some stupid reason and just made it the exact same. I don't know why. That makes no sense to me. The Tommy Dean. Hey dogs, what would you guys think about a Nightmare reboot movie that follows Nancy's parents and also Freddy before he was burnt alive? And then we see him burnt alive. Loomis, boobs, or vagine? Boobs or ass? Does the peach mean ass or vagina?
No, it means vagina.
Does the peach mean ass or vagina?
Vagina.
She says ass.
I don't think.
Jay says vagina. Chat. What does the peach mean?
I don't have time to even consider a look at boobs or ass or vagina. At this point, I would say all three because I'm looking for a wife that can support me as I quit my job and go after Michael Myers.
It's ass, by the way. Loomis, it's ass.
Is it ass? Well, no.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you motorboat or do you suck butt?
I would rather motorboat than suck asshole. End of story. Because, what if they didn't wipe that day? Maybe they had some goddamn nacho fajita Lisco and it was peanuts. Like loaded with a hot sauce.
Yeah, peanuts.
But by the way, I will say.
By the way, have you heard of Forefathers' favorite song?
The Forefathers' favorite song was "Pumpkin Apple Pie." Who knows? We'll have a big French fry. That was like the big hit from the 1700s.
Yeah, they used to play that right after "Pop Goes the Weasel."
Following the Nancy's and also Freddy before he was burned alive. Well, we mentioned that before. That's basically a prequel. Would it work? Yeah, I mean, kinda. Yeah, I think it would be okay to introduce it to a new generation of fans, but at the same time, dude, when you did that, like, that reminded me of, like, when you went like that. It reminded me of, like, someone that picks their ass, and you're like, anyway, I'm ready to answer the question now. But no, yeah, it would be cool. I think it would only work really in a TV show kind of thing situation. I would never go to the theater and pay money to see Freddy before he was Freddy Krueger and the parents of the Elm Street kids. I wouldn't give a shit.
I agree. Everybody always wants a Freddy prequel, and I'm like, nah, man. Like
on TV, it would work good if you did like an 8-episode Netflix thing.
Yeah, as long as you knew you were gonna get Freddy soon. Like, I don't want a prequel Freddy.
Like you did like an 8-episode Netflix show that tied into the cinematic release of Nightmare on Elm Street. It would work.
I'm with you, but I appreciate it, Tommy. I appreciate the idea. You're not alone. I've always just wanted Freddy to be Freddy.
I so do it. Like, I know the guy that literally picked his ass and he was like, he saw his own ass.
Oh, dude, I see. That's like Kyle Green used to come up and fucking.
Like he literally picked his asshole and spilled it.
That he would come and be like, "Hey, dude, smell this," and
Why do you see that, dude?
He would rub his 2 fingers against your nose, like put them up, and he'd go, "Hey, dude," and he'd be like, "I just figured Brittany," and he's like, "God damn it, I didn't need to fucking have her vagina juice on my nose, bro." Yeah, but thank you.
It's kind of like that scene from Scary Movie, or was it Scary Movie? He's like, he goes, "Hey, smell that." He's like, "That's when you know you're a bad." He's like, he goes, "Smell this. This is when I pick my ass." I pick my ass. I pick my ass.
Oh, fuck me in the butt with a rotten, dirty spoon. God damn it. On that note, we should get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we? Shouldn't we go? Shouldn't we get?
Yeah, man. What a hell of a time to be alive. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and putting up with our antics and our dumb shit takes. We really appreciate that, guys. At the end of the day, I'm all for peace. Like Robert Downey Jr., I'm all for peace. Fuck it, dude. I really hope you guys had a great time hanging out with us. We, as much as we had a great time hanging out with you guys. Listen, man, we're all gonna have different opinions of shits and things like that. But at the end of the day, we're all like, on this channel anyway, we're all like in the same boat. We just want to have some good fucking horror movies and shit like that. That's it.
We're talking movies, sweet cheeks. That's all. By the way, I forgot about the poll. The winner of the poll, what would you like to see Scream do next? A remake, a totally new story, focus on Sydney, or nothing for 5 years? The winner is to focus on Sydney, which is my prediction is what we will do. In second place, nothing for 5 years at 31%. Totally new story at 28%, and a lowly 8% for a remake is what you guys voted in the Popo.
Well, it's y'all's world. We're just like here, and we're watching what you do. We're watching what you do. But okay, yeah, that's fine.
Will asked about, by the way, Saturday. We're not doing a Patreon stream this Saturday. We're meeting up with Eric for pretty much it to film, and also it's the Saturday after the weekend, December the 2nd. That Saturday is going to be the Patreon stream for November. It just leaked just a tip, Will, just a tip into December. December 2nd will be the Patreon stream. If you guys want to check that out, you should join the Patreon down below skis. Sure. And Gary, by the way, says Ghostface costume is on the way. Spyglass, you can be in my Scream 7.
Okay.
Gary's drunk.
I like Gary. Gary just says whatever comes to his mouth, and I appreciate what he stands for. He says, fuck you. I'll say what rolls off my tongue. Either accept it or suck my big old scrotum.
Gary's celebrating early.
I love Gary. Hey, but we love you guys. And by the way, if you guys aren't subscribed to the Patreon, you guys should check that out. At least check it out.
You can check it out. There's a free tier where you can just check it out for a couple days.
Hang out.
Feel around.
See what's up.
What's going on.
See if you like it. But we really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for entertaining us and being here for us and being all the special kinds of greatness that you are, supporting the channel and being around when we need you to be around. A good old person to lean on the entirety of the chat is what I'm saying. But
fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Jay. Hey, we really appreciate it. Huge fucking crowd tonight. Awesome fucking people. Had the blasty blast of our time. And it's so funny. If you guys look at all of our live streams, it's like Russell Wilson. If you look at the monetization, it's like limited, copyright stricken, limited. So all you super chatters tonight, you guys are the ones that keep these streams alive and going. So we really appreciate you. And all you guys who just show up and watch, that's cool too. Thank you all so fucking much for being here. And we hope you guys have an amazing goddamn Thanksgiving. We love you. Always have.
Thank you, guys.
I'm going to butt fuck everyone.
Okay. Have a good turkey day.
Bye.